Alrighty, yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and today I'm attempting probably one of the more difficult PVM challenges that I've done. And because of that, I'm going to be absolutely baby walked through by Cav, who's in voice chat with me today. What's up, Cav?
Just happy to help. Thanks for having me.
So I was trying to read through his document, which will be linked in the description, as well as his channel. Go check him out. I'm a big fan of Cav. I always say, like, I follow a lot of his raid guides during events like this. This weekend raid, you can do it with just like 3 or 4 Pokemon, but you need like what seems like to me, I'm not a PVM expert, really specific speed stats, really specific move sets, like all these specific things. And it's really, really confusing, honestly. I'm also someone who just needs to learn via like test. I'd rather go like physically test it and fail a few times than try to get it all right the first time, because it's hard for me to learn via like text and listening and hearing, or reading, right? So yeah, whenever people in my link are ready, we can go ahead and queue up. I am considered player 4 on the chart via the document. So my job is to go ahead. I can see on the left on the screen on stream as well. My job is to lead Bronzong first things first, and then set up Trick Room, and then I'll get rolling out. We also need to reset anyway until a certain ads, I believe, correct?
That's probably correct, but
Vaporeon
let's see if I even put it in the guide, let alone.
Yeah, it said reset until you get Vaporeon, Ludi, Lapras. We have Vaporeon
right.
Golduck. Is this playable?
Golduck was like a marginal one. You can probably do it on Golduck.
We can try it. Okay.
Golduck yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up Trick Room on my Bronzong. The order of your link like aggressively matters. This is all extremely difficult. I'm gonna make this smaller.
Somebody was not supposed to lead Pharaoh, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah. Because it says yeah.
I guess they don't.
Is the Pharaoh fine because they see damage? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's fine actually. Okay.
I was thinking that they needed their Pharaoh. They don't.
Super fair.
Yep.
We take it. So my job is just to set up Trick Room, get Whirlwinded out, go over, switch to a Sackmon.
Yeah. Their 4th player is skill swapping the Golduck, in case that was a question, but it looks like it already happened.
I think we did have a player forfeit. I think we're in the right order, right? Someone said I don't think I want to be on the left or right. I mean, who was. No, I think you're right. So it's reverse. I think you're in the right spot, Master. I could be wrong. We might have to requeue. I think you're in the right spot, Master, but I could be wrong. Because I'm
Master is the last player to join the link.
I think Master's P1, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So they do want to be all the way on the right.
Okay. That's fine. This is. Yeah. I want to say it like this. I'm gonna make a million mistakes. This is definitely gonna be a long video and a learning. This is not a guide of like step by step how to get through Suicune. This is like a. Hey, these are all the possible. I think this kind of a raid this complicated also needs that, like a video like you did, Cav. Like these are all the things that could happen. These are all situations. Like it's a very, very, very complex raid. No, dude, don't worry. Like so many mistakes are gonna happen. I'm gonna make a million mistakes. I almost went into this raid forgetting Ingrain on my Ferrothorn, which also would have costed the raid. So it's gonna be a learning experience for everybody. Let's go ahead and any prediction on how long it's gonna take? It'll be a long fight. So as soon as we get access to actually being able to use our Pokemon again, I love that I can bring you can bring 2 level 100 throwaway mons. You only need 3 or 4 mons to do this fight, which is awesome. It just takes a long time and is very, very specific. So let's go ahead and we're going to forfeit. Everybody just forfeit as soon as you have action. Just forfeit as soon as possible. We're going to have to redo it anyway.
Yeah, and to your point about like a video that's like more specific to guides, part of the process of beating a raid is kind of like forming up with a team and actually figuring it out. You can follow a guide to a T, but things are going to happen, the mistakes happen. So I think it's really good to see like the actual process of getting it all together.
Yeah.
It's pretty informative. I just don't have time to like add that stuff to videos.
It's so much, especially during the holidays. It's a ton for people. Pretty intense. This has been an intense. This has been like, I think people in my chat, I think it would have been you or something. Maybe you were there. I'm not sure. But how complicated these raids have become. It's really insane looking back at like the Lunar New Year event raids. These raids are like, those raids look so simple and boring compared to these raids. Like these raids, they've added so many unique mechanics. I feel like you can feel free to disagree.
Yeah.
But I feel like these.
1,000% agree. I think they intentionally dumbed down the first raid mechanics because we were getting slapped around by Lopunny when it first came out. That was a 2-star raid until somebody figured out that you could just buy Metagross off the GTL and buff it up, and then it was good to go.
Yeah, I feel like the devs really gave players time to adjust and time to get. We have to get better. Like we're still just learning all this stuff. I'm sure in a year or two, most players will have more PVM mons built and be more intuitive with the stuff.
And it'll be more natural for players to kind of understand. I remember when I first like started mapping out like full teams and like compositions, it was like it hurt my head to think about, and now I just do it no problem. So it's like a literal skill that you start to develop.
Exactly. Yeah. 100 million%. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in queue waiting for people to queue up. This has been the most communicative raid that I've seen. I didn't do the Gardevoir raid pre-nerf. I heard that was like a hyper communicative raid as well. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on Gardevoir getting nerfed?
I thought Gardevoir was really interesting, but I understand why they may have nerfed it, just because they're kind of straddling this line of like, okay, solo queue content and players that have predominantly been playing this game alone no longer can, and there's a little bit of friction there.
Yeah.
It was also probably just very challenging regardless of whether or not like you're solo player only. So understand why. I think we'll see things that challenging in the future, especially with better LFG type systems in place. But we'll see. Enjoyed it overall.
Gotcha. I think we're resetting again.
Yeah, no Swanna.
No Swanna, okay. Swanna is instant reset. Okay, good call on Vincer. Vincer was on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like really important. We should just do a whole like podcast at some point talking about like raids. I feel like you'd be the perfect person to have on for that. I feel like another Swanna, so instant reset. I feel like they've just changed. So much has happened. They've changed so much, and I feel like people kind of forget. Talking about recently, these are still like beta tests. Like these raids are still like we don't have permanent raids yet. These are still like them testing mechanics and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, and seeing how much the players can adapt, as well as Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, straddling that line between like what is solo queuable versus how difficult do we want raids to be, and what kind of players should be able to beat them. Like what can they all be solo queuable, or should it have to be like a coordinated thing? Lapras Golduck, is that a...
I think Lapras is okay, right?
I can also share my screen to you on Discord so you can see it faster without like stream delay.
That works. If your system will allow for it.
I think I can. I think I got it. Okay. It should be okay. Should be up. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So Trick Room, nothing changes. Trick Room for me. This is fine, right?
Yep.
Nothing weird for me or different here.
Yep. Jinx is skill swapping the Golduck. Sableye Trick. Yep. And Ferrothorn can click anything. I guess anything except Ingrain. That would kind of fuck things up. Because it needs to get swapped out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or actually, it needs to die and not get swapped out. Ferrothorn might be a problem.
It's so easy to make these. If that's a mistake, that's okay.
Yeah.
We can adjust. We can fix. We can try again. The beauty of these raids are kind of like chunting, where like you literally can't lose unless you give up. So
exactly.
We just gotta keep trying new things.
Did it happen to live on one? That was funny.
The Sableye? Yeah, the Sableye did.
Yeah.
I don't think it was sashed or anything. I think it just lived on one. Where's my Trick Room? I don't think it came out yet, right?
Maybe.
Oh no, do I die before my... No, I think I live. Okay.
Yeah, you should live.
I was a little worried there for a sec, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy FF go next if that happens anyway.
Okay.
So you might die from the wind.
No, almost. So now I go. I can just stay. This is basically a Sackmon. I feel like Rampardos always dies.
Yeah, so we have an interesting situation here with the Raikou on the field because it's supposed to be Blissey. So the other two players actually need to sack. This is kind of an FF. So because this turn we need both Blissies to ingrain, so one player doesn't have it. So it really kind of fucks up the order.
Okay, what's your official recommendation here? Do we just FF? Or do we try it out?
I would say FF. It's going to be too confusing otherwise.
Okay, FF. Hey, FF.
Sorry.
Don't be
in anything in it.
It's FF anyway. Yeah, no, the team's doing great. We're just It is a little funny. I guess that's another balancing thing. Like, how do we? There's so many situations like this. And one of my favorite parts about raids is trying to dig out of situations like that. But I feel like some of them, if they happen early as well, you might as well FF. If they happen, like if they happen early, literally might as well FFF.
Yeah.
Another thing is like, how do you balance raids about like, because sometimes it's just so much more efficient to just FF and try again. So much more efficient than even try to dig out. So how do you balance raids in that way where you discouraging the FF or whatever? I think it's a good thing to not. I don't know. I think constantly. I'm sure people disagree. I think constantly like leaving a raid and trying to get specific ads, I don't think it's like a good, it's like kind of fun and interesting and unique. I don't know if it's like a well-designed mechanic to have to like keep resetting until you get certain ads to be able to do your strategy.
When you're on like your 15th reset of Heatran trying to get Magmar, it's like, okay, that was like fun to like pick one and be like, we're strategizing around this.
Yes.
But after a while, it's just like, this is not fun gameplay.
It's cool to build a strat around it. Like that's the fun part, but.
Yeah, but that's it's going to be really difficult to create something that is challenging that doesn't have that problem where it's a very fine line where all the ads are ignorable or some of them are, some of them aren't.
It's so hard.
Yeah. What do you do? Like, is there counterplay, that sort of stuff that makes like the game fun, but really hard to design.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Mm-hmm. And this is very typical. Somebody, myself usually, accidentally clicks or they miss the FF.
Yeah.
And then they're sitting through move animations or whatnot. But,
yeah.
Or now we're changing movesets, it looks like.
Yeah. We got it. Nice work, fellas. Vaporeon Golduck is fine, I believe.
Yeah. Most likely.
There we go for it. Yeah. Okay, Trick Room. This is attempt number 3, 4. We should track how many attempts.
Yeah.
3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah. It may become a problem that both Sableye and Ferrothorn take to it, just because it might have to go like 3 hits down the line and 1 hit KO and then like 1 onto Bronzong, or maybe not onto Bronzong, but you might have to bait the eye.
Okay.
But we'll see.
I understood what you just said. True and real. I feel like
basically, if you don't get Blissey in clean next turn, like you need to get all 3 Pokemon in clean next turn.
Okay. Oh, okay. That I get. Okay. On our own. Okay.
That's the goal.
Gotcha.
And if you're too bulky, then stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, starting with Ferrothorn is like mostly fine, it seems like. You want to just power whip or whatever. You're just trying to get damage off. It might be better to,
So Jinx definitely gets OHKO'd. And we'll see what the AI does here. Hydro. I think it Shadow Balled for 99% last time, which is really funny.
Yeah. What a sub. Selling, what's up? Sorry to ignore the sub, but I'm focused on the. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
A jack button, very clever. Yep, that solves that.
What the Jinx skill swap something, right? Those are the targets. I don't know how to tell what Mon it skill swapped with.
That might not be part of the battle log. I've never actually looked for it.
Oh no, now it says. Okay, it didn't say before. It updated. Vaporeon has dry skin. Okay, that works.
I guess eject button doesn't work because of that.
Is that bad?
Yeah. So the winds mechanic blew out the Blissey, and then now we're on Bronzong, and Blissey's not in.
And it's not a clean. Okay, so we need to FF here. I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's better if what slot is that? P2, I guess. P2 on the chart. P3.
P2 on the chart.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna FF here. I think it's better if P2 on the chart, if possible. Cav could correct me. I think you want to lead with a frailer Pokemon to just do damage.
Yes.
Is that the solution? Okay.
That is the solution.
Like a fast electric type or some sort of some sort of fast fast frail damage dealer. Yeah. You're just trying to do like chip, right?
Yeah, if you don't even have like something frail that doesn't even have to do damage, it's like the least important slot in the entire raid.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, someone say, yeah, dude, leading with Raikou and letting him is totally fine. Right? You want that slot to die, right? So you can clean switch in. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. You guys are doing great. Good fucking work. Like this is not a. Yeah, I just haven't. My first turn's really easy, so I just haven't had a chance to make a mistake. But I'm sure it will happen. I'm just waiting. Yeah, I don't want people to feel bad if they ever raid with me and make mistakes, because obviously it's blown up more because you're on with camera, which sucks. But I make so many mistakes throughout my raids. Like literally, there's ongoing jokes in my comments, like, "Oh, Pat carried through another raid, Lamau." Like even here, I'm getting voice carried, and that's how I'm making less mistakes. My one move is click trick room.
I'm pretty sure at one point I accidentally skill swapped Suicune on like our like 12th or 13th attempt.
Yeah,
so
that
like
makes,
yeah. No one is immune to making mistakes. It's just literally don't get impatient. You're gonna make a mistake eventually. You'll be the one doing it too. So just just go next.
Encouraging. Yeah, it's so easy to just FF as well and go next. I think just encouraging, really boring, but like encouraging patience with your raid teammates is just so fucking crucial.
Yeah. Zapdos would be great because the ice weakness.
It's just so much to learn. Like every player, I feel like it's so hard to do as a casual player. Like every player just has to learn. You're learning a whole new raid, a whole new mechanic every day. Like if not multiple. Like it's just so much. Let alone making the Pokemon if you have them, etc., etc. Mistakes are gonna happen. Yeah, Zapdos can work. Absolutely, I feel like, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's a great. Yep. Should I do an ice beam?
Yep. Kingdra, is that a reset? I've not seen.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably just worth, if it's like debatable. I feel like it's worth to just.
Yeah, I think it's Kingdra and Swanna you don't want. And it's funny because I couldn't even tell you why. Like I know why some of the Heatran ads are bad, but like that was just tribal knowledge passed down to me, and I just repeat it.
Yeah,
an understanding. So
no, that's so much when you
experience.
Most of the time, I would normally push against it, like, oh, I feel like you should, blah blah blah. But when it's it's limited time. Like everything that I do about raids, like. So much of it is passed down information from better PVM players who are dedicating. There's also like you just only have so much time. People who are learning all the strats for PVM for raids, they're doing raids 10 hours a day or more. Like right, that's all they do. Versus like this event, I've tried to do a little bit of Lost Presence, do a little bit of Swarms, shiny hunt a shit ton, prepping for shiny wars, etc., etc. Like it's just really, really important to acknowledge. You know this, but I'm just trying. Sorry, I'm reiterating for watchers and stuff. It's so important to acknowledge like what you're able to be capable of and what you're able to do, and like there's people that are gonna be better at you than like at a certain mechanic or whatever. I always say like I'm kind of like I'm the general guy for PokeMMO. I do a little bit of everything. I try to teach people like the absolute beginner basics of PvP. I can like teach pretty good depth of shiny hunting. It's what I know the best at. And then I can do like when it comes to PVM, kind of really with raids. I usually defer to you. I try to defer to creators who I know have expertise in other areas that I don't, because you just can't be. I have 9,000 hours in Pokemon. I just understand that I'm never going to be top, the top 1% or whatever at each area of the game, because each area of the game is so different, right? So important.
Yeah, I don't even position myself. I think that like I'm pretty good at raids, but like I'm just in the unique position of like making videos and also being good enough at them to like be okay at explaining them. I say
that all the time with most. I 100% agree. This is an FF. This is Swanna Insta FF.
Yep.
No, so much of content creators is being, like you said, good enough at something to explain it. But usually content creators aren't the best at things. Like that's just because like if you're spending 8 hours a day, I always like do the example of like Wolfie VGC and how he's like so unique because he is so good at this on the reset at Swanna. He is so good at PvP and he's a great content creator, and that's like really, really, really hard to do. Because if you spend like 8 hours a day, even if you put your entire life into it, you don't do anything else. If you spend 8 hours a day on Pokemon PvP and 8 hours a day on content, someone else in the world is putting 10 hours a day into Pokemon PvP. So they're just going, like, eventually they're going to outpace you, right? Like, you're always going to fall behind if you're doing two things versus one.
Yeah, I definitely felt that this event, just because it was like, do it as fast as possible, get the video out. And it didn't, like, I'm not super proud of most of the videos I put out. The Tangrowth one, especially with the calculator on screen. That was just
tough.
like an OBS window I left.
get it. I do that. I say this all the time. I'm not proud of every video I put out. I try to make the best content that I can, but as a day, and I love the way that I do content. Like as a daily content creator, it's kind of the positive and negative. Is I think every game deserves a daily content creator of like having something for people to watch in the background while they play, and the quality is going to vary on that day to day for sure. I hope to do the best I can, but that's definitely a someone who puts 3 months into a video or weeks editing into a video is gonna be higher quality than most of my videos, which is fair. You kind of have to acknowledge that and know what you're about, know what your goals are, I guess, right, with content.
For sure.
I like how this is kind of just become a Cav Patrouski podcast while we while we reset for the Thank you for your time. You're spending a lot of time. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I mean, fill airtime. I kind of saw this coming. This part is probably the most boring. Then it's like really interesting when you get everything set up, and then once everything's set up, it gets kind of boring again. So yeah, happy to help you fill that airtime and maybe make some interesting conversation.
Something I wanted to work on in 2025. One of my content creation goals. We have to reset again. It's Kingdra. One of my so insta reset. One of my content creation goals is doing more collabs. So it's something I want to work on.
Well, yeah, this is fun for me, just because it's like part of the reason that I even made the guides in the first place is just I like helping people. So like being like in the position to just do like this kind of coaching thing is very fun for me. So I'm happy to do it whenever.
Coaching in general, I think there's such a cool space for that in the PokeMMO scene. There's so many ways at different people. You could coach PVM and coach people through raids and do videos on that. Spidget could coach me through PvP and meme on me and blah blah blah, right? And I could coach other people. Like I know Smooge has been like shunting a little bit, whatever. I could try to coach people through some shunting, and there's most of shunting, to be fair, is just clicking and having the endurance and the mental battle. But there is some niche stuff, like especially when it comes to egg hunting or Shedinja or like certain hunts that where you want like the efficiency things, or even just understanding like this is a Kingdra, so FF. One of the big things is understanding where you should shunt specific Pokemon. A really good example is like Numel versus Camerupt. There's a ×3 Numel spot that I think is 100%, but I could be wrong. And it's like ×3 next to a PC, so you don't need lepers or whatever. But it's a ×3 horde guaranteed next to a PC, no lepers required, versus like a ×5 Camerupt horde. And this is simple enough, you might know this, but like ×5 Camerupt with lepers, I would usually recommend players to go get the Camerupt because the ×5 is just fast enough to outpace the ×3, but a lot of people would like intuitively go for the ×3 because it doesn't cost Pokeyen. But you could just go for the ×5 Camerupt, get the shiny there, and then go spend the saved time making Pokeyen and like far outpace the hunt or whatever. That makes sense. Anyways, okay, we're gonna set up Trick Room here.
Yep.
All right, we have an attempt on our hands, boys.
I would put it at like 50-50 if you get this out of the setup. Just based on my experience, somebody forgets something always. Yeah. And so you get to like turn 4, and that's just the way. That's not like to put blame on anyone. It's just that's a fact of life.
I'm gonna make at least one mistake before we finish this raid, and I just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
We did hit the thunder though without rain, so I think we just win this 100%. We hit the roll.
Clutched up. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna win this fight by 2.4% damage now because of that thunder. Okay, Trick Room.
Oh no!
What happened?
Lives.
Wait, we fucked up again? Not we fucked up, but just like
so
unlucky.
You could get thrown into the Pharaoh.
Yeah, we hit the roll. This is the luckiest fight in the world. We hit the roll. Sableye into Pharaoh right here. If it's not, do we reset?
So no, you can't. I was gonna say you can't really salvage this. So the Blissey just gets blown out otherwise. So you could throw in Sackmons theoretically to like reset, but then you're burning Trick Room turns, and then it might get confusing.
We'll just FF.
Do you have a less bulky Sable or like Trick user? I guess Starmie probably isn't even a good option with the.
That's a good question. I think hopefully I think we just don't. It died the other 2 times. I think we could just keep trying and hopefully it just dies.
Picked Surf as one of the moves, which is not great because that burns 2 boss actions. So like
oh wow, gotcha.
Yeah. All the spread moves burn 2 actions, so that's like less total damage. Or
Wow,
you're not one hit
that's
KOing.
cool. No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Less chance
Yeah.
of Mons dying that way, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
No, that is interesting. Stop typing your mom jokes to me in link chat, master. Fuck you.
I think that's hidden. He said blown out like your mom so that stream can know what was said.
Wait, did you guess what he said correctly? What'd you say?
No, because I can see it on Discord, so I was relaying to
don't
chat.
read it. Fuck you. Wait, don't help your mom jokes. Okay, wait a minute. I thought you were on my team, Cav. Shake my head. Okay, Trick Room. Wait, is this? No, yeah, we can do. Okay, this is Gold Duck Ludicolo. We can do this.
Yeah, this is doable.
Okay.
Doable.
Doable. Just like your mom, master. They got him back.
Got him.
Okay, huge. So we need basically every Pokemon needs to die. It's mine. I can just sack switch, right? But like
yours will get blown out at one die.
Yeah. Okay.
We need it. Well, the light screen is helpful. Basically, that light screen just exists because Blissey's survivability is a little bit iffy until rain happens at 80%. So like that is like a little bit of like a stopgap to make sure your Blissey's live all the way to 80%.
Okay.
You get perma rain, then dry skin heals them, and then they're basically invincible with Captivate and light screen up.
Oh, please hit the. Okay, we need this fucking Sableye to die. Is it gonna live again? Did it live again?
Yeah.
Okay, that sucks. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. He goes to the we get the lucky
Pharaoh.
Ah, close. That was so close for sure. Copium. We have to FF again.
Yeah.
FF.
Unless you want to try, all 3 Blissey players need to switch into sacrifice Pokemon right now, and then you could try to go for it. Oh, you need your Jinx. You switch regardless. Never mind. Ignore me.
You're fine. I think we just. Do we? Okay.
Pikachu with Thief works. I have a Raichu with Thief that I could send to somebody.
You guys, do they want to try it, or I think we just FF, but I could be wrong.
They sent out their Blissey, so it's an FF.
Okay. One of these days. We're only 27 minutes into attempts. We haven't gotten to turn 2 yet. I think we've only clicked 1 action. We're gaming. This is what PokeMMO raids are all about.
Yeah, and this is something that like I would say past events, normally what I would do is do it on my main first, then do it on my alt again. And then I usually pick up stuff like this where it's like, oh shit, I did mention this, and or like definitely don't bring something that's bulky or those sorts of things.
There's so many little things like that.
I've missed all of those. Yeah.
Yeah. What's been your favorite? Number one, what's your favorite raid of this event so far?
I didn't really play it all that much just because I went straight into alt mode, but I really like the Jirachi 5-star type inversion because basically everything becomes super effective against steel.
Gotcha.
So you see super crazy Pokemon being used in that one. There's so much options to be used. Like people are using Aggron, Beheim, is that how you say it? I
love Beheim. I used Beheim a lot in NU, like Trick Room Beheim. He does shocking damage because he has like a pretty high special attack stat.
Yeah, so between that type inversion and then the Trick Room, you have a huge array of Pokemon that can be used. Like Porygon Z got used. So that's just been cool to sort of like see the diversity and how that like type inversion mechanic really like promotes more like a wider roster to be necessary.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got Vaporeon Lapras. This should be good. One of us is gonna misclick. At some point, I'm gonna hit Light Screen instead of Trick Room and just misclick. At some point, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Kyle's in chat. He did Suicune with me. We got one attempt get to like 20 plus turns, and we had a Blissey faint just because it just got hard focused one turn, and that was really, really heartbreaking.
Holy shit! Yeah, 90 minutes with all the restarts and the actual easily 90 minutes. That I did not expect it to be this much. I'm down. Like this is my main goal of today's stream. So yeah, that's crazy.
Heatran took me like an entire night to do.
Yeah, I haven't even, since Heatran's not tied to the event, you can like do it after the event's over. I've just tried not to worry about Heatran Like I'm just that's a save it for tomorrow type. I probably won't even get Heat Train done until Shiny Wars is coming up for Team Mister on January 11th. So I probably won't even do Heat Train until I probably won't even do it until after the Lunar New Year event or something. That'll be like so far in the future. Let's also like letting strats develop is just nice. So
yeah, this is definitely beneficial to be late mover on Heatran. You can stay in on Rampardos and then everybody else sets up normally. So it's Pharaoh, Blissey, Blissey.
Okay, Ferrothorn, Blissey. Okay, nice job, team. We got to turn 2. So I should just stay in and get some sort of damage off, right? That's the...
Yep.
Okay, we click Head Smash, my favorite move in all of Pokemon.
I think it was like the Braviary raid that you hit a Head Smash with this Rampardos to like win the raid when I was doing it with you.
That's the dream come true.
Yeah.
Head Smash is such a bad... I love it so much. It's the ultimate high risk, high reward, you know?
Double Ingrain, let's go.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, Rock type is like, I mean, pretty underutilized. We saw it used a lot just because of this Jirachi 5-star type inversion.
Gotcha.
But it's just massive raw damage. And with like Sweet Scent or Gravity enabling the accuracy, Head Smash is just crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys wide lens it, or like how do you just have to risk the misses? Or does
Gravity
gravity increase the...
hit chance. I think it's like -2 evasion, or you just Sweet Scent for -2 evasion. And
Gotcha,
then it's
exactly.
100%.
Gotcha, sorry.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, no worries. One of the things that they did change, though, was evasion used to be a permanent, always-on thing, but they removed that for the higher tier raids, so they will eventually shrug off evasion drops.
Damn, okay.
Oh, wait, what happened?
But it's something bad. What happened? I saw...
One of the Blissies didn't Copycat. I thought both went off.
Yeah, I thought let me go back. Used Copycat, used Ingrain. Ferrothorn used Ingrain. Was it not fast enough? Did it not get it off before? Used Copycat, but it failed.
Is it slower than the Ferrothorn? Meaning it would go... Did it go before the Ferrothorn because of Trick Room?
No. I don't know what... Did Copycat the wrong target or something? I don't know what happened.
Copycat doesn't target. It's like whatever last move is.
Oh, I think what happened was the Blissey was too fast, so it went after the Suicune and the I think. So what happened in the battle log?
We have 130.
Yeah, okay. 133 speed used Ingrain, or Copycatted Ingrained, and then Suicune used Hydro Pump and stuff, and then for whatever reason when it used Copycat it failed.
Ow. Oh, Para. Holy, the Paris speed drop.
Fuck, wait, so it didn't... What? Wait, so that's so... Did the fucking...
Even then, though...
The Zapdos lead Thunder catching the Para... Wait, did that fuck us? Is that the meme? That's so unlucky.
Can you mouse over the Suicune to show its speed set?
Yes. 269.
I still don't... 269. Oh, yeah. If it was like 140 or something. I guess Blissey's faster than I realize.
That's so funny.
That's so unlucky. I guess so. Don't click Thunder.
Is this an FF? What do we do?
Unlucky. Yeah, you missed the Ingrain.
All right, boys. That's really unlucky. FF, yeah. Lol. That's just so unlucky.
Wow.
I guess we don't lead a move with a Para chance, but you're all doing great. Odds of that. Like that's such
that is so unlucky.
Yeah, the odds of that are just like that Para happening, the Thunder hitting number 1, the Para happening number 2, and then the speeds lining up exactly like that.
Yeah.
That's not even a fault. That was just crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. We go again. Okay, so your favorite raid from this event you think was Jirachi 5-star?
Yeah.
All the options?
Right. And it wasn't even like a gameplay perspective, because by the time I finally got around to it, it was more or less solved. But it was really fun, like seeing the different recommendations come out, and they're all wildly different. So it was just like cool to.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite mon that you've used and favorite mon that you've seen against raids?
I feel like Darmanitan is just like a Giga Chad.
Oh, he's so good. Yeah, the damage is crazy.
So, yeah, it's like I've seen Darmanitan do like without sun do like damage cap through reflect.
Yeah,
The sheer
yeah,
force plus attack stat is just so dumb that it just hits everything. And it's also like super accessible, whereas like inability Charizard hits harder technically, but that's now kind of out of reach for most players. Whereas Darmanitan is still like a close-ish second and does insane damage.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Non-stab superpowers and hit cap on like
yes.
It's so good.
The Swanos hit to reset. I didn't even think about hidden ability Charizards the market is probably crazy. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, fire ability patches I think are passing grass soon.
Wow, that's wow, that doesn't happen for a long time. Yeah, the cheapest hidden ability Charizard is 280k, 300k. And then fire ability patch. I could type correctly. 180-ish K, yeah. That's pretty cool. Patches have it's really interesting. I don't know, oh, this is an FF. People clicked. This is Swana, right? We FF this?
Yeah. It might be the AI picking, not the people, but
oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna say? Oh yeah, when patches when they were released, it was a big deal. That was the first reward before Johto came out, and we got. Sorry if you already know this, and I'm just re-explaining it for viewers as well. But
of course,
before Johto came out, we didn't have any. Or sorry, before Johto, we had one Pokedex reward. Mount Silver is the new like best Pokedex reward. Before that, when we got ability patches, that was a big deal. Ability patches, did they come out during the anniversary event? I think it was something like that. But that was a big deal. It gave us a reward for completing the Pokedex, which we literally didn't have before in game. And the grass patch was like 1 to 2 mil for a long time for the first bit. So it's been really interesting to see ability patches just continuously go down in price, which makes sense because over time, more are just brought into the game because more accounts made and more people complete Pokedexes. It makes sense they just go down over time, but it's been interesting to see because when they first came out, they were all like 1 to 2 mil. They were really expensive.
Yeah, when I started playing, it was in between that anniversary event and then Johto, where I started playing like seriously, and it was like an iffy decision as a new player if I wanted to like complete the dexes to get those ability patches because it was like a pretty significant chunk of money.
Yeah.
And I wish that I had done it sooner. It took me a while to get it done after Johto released to get to red. And so that was a pain.
Fingers a reset.
How about you? I have not caught all of the raids just because it's been a hectic holiday season. What was your? Do you have any standout favorites as far as bosses go?
As far as I just like the easy ones. I just like the ones where I can like spam DPS. It's kind of fun. My favorite raid that I've ever done, it wasn't in this, it was Gyarados, because I think I like the easiest raids, but I like how do I explain it? This is a FF, right? Because it's FF Indra. I like the raids where like it's so like Gyarados was the easiest raid by far, that it was funny, but a lot of people were struggling. A lot of new players didn't know how to beat it. But what was so cool about Gyarados, you could literally beat Gyarados with one Pokemon, which I thought was so fucking cool. Because what you would do is, you probably know this, but what you would do is, for viewers, you would have a Choice Specs Zapdos with Volt Switch, and you would literally just have 5 other sacrifice mons, and you would just Volt Switch. You would outspeed the Gyarados, you'd Volt Switch, do max damage, and just switch over to like any shitty level 60 or 80 or whatever Pokemon, let it die, and then go back to Zapdos and rinse. You would rinse and repeat. So you would just Volt Switch over and over and over again. And I thought that was so funny. I thought it was very, very funny / cool that a boss was able to be beaten with literally one Pokemon. And then just sacrifice switches.
Clever hack.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. Okay, we can do this.
Yep.
And favorite Pokemon, I really liked Primeape. Getting for Darkrai, I love that Primeape was meta, because I think Primeape's a really funny and cool Pokemon, but he's really, really terrible in PvP. I've tried to have fun with him at times. Like he should be better, like U-turn, stab CC. he doesn't do enough damage. It has no utility.
Mm-hmm.
But Primate. My favorite thing about raids is bad Pokemon in PvP or in storylines or whatever getting use out of random, unique niche things. You know.
Yeah, I think something that will eventually will hit that niche is like Deep Sea Tooth Clamperl.
Yeah.
Like a trick room fight is just gonna absolutely slap anything that's water weak.
That is a fucking cool, like, I don't know if prediction's the right word, but like kind of like that is a cool. Yeah, I wanted to build a Clamperl forever. I didn't even know that was a thing for a long time, and I love trick room teams. But yeah, Clamperl with the Deep Sea Tooth item. Its special attack gets up to like 147 or something. It's something ridiculous, right? Where it's like 74 doubled. So it's 148. Is that right? Yeah, it's crazy.
My brain's off. That sounds right.
Yeah. I think that is so fucking cool. Okay, I think we have a fight here.
Yep.
I need to switch up. I do need my Jinx for later, so I can just switch my Jinx to a sack here.
Yep.
Thank you guys for the Twitch partner anniversary. I don't even remember if this is my first year Twitch partner anniversary or my second, which is hilarious. I feel like I should know the answer to that. I think it might be my first, but I don't know. I don't remember when I got Twitch partner. I'm gonna go over to bad food takes, my hop up. Speaking of, do you have a bad food take you'd like to let the world know and bully you for, Kev?
Oh, I'm so used to bullying you for your food takes that I've not really like put the lens on myself. Let me think about it for a sec.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
It's hard to say because it's like you think all your takes are good, obviously. Like otherwise they wouldn't be your takes.
Oh yeah, I have no bad food takes. Yeah, true.
This is kind of a weird one, but like I don't think it's that bad. It also doesn't really change the flavor that much, but I'm a huge proponent of fish sauce, which is usually used in like Asian or Thai cooking.
Like raw, yeah.
But you can put it in anything and it adds like a savory umami thing. But if people like detest it because it smells awful. But you don't get that scent obviously when it's like in a food and it's just a subtle kind of ingredient. Yeah.
I would assume it's kind of like sesame oil. Like I kind of hate the smell of sesame oil. When it's like toasting, it's really good.
Oh, Ferrothorn needs to switch to a sacrifice Pokemon right now.
Oh shit.
I think that's not a super clear thing. I think it's on the chart, but I just wanted to reiterate.
Yeah, no.
Because it eject buttons into something that should.
Okay, yeah, that's a Sackmon. Yeah, for him.
Yeah,
that works.
Perfect.
Nice job. We also like if a mistake happened here, it would make sense. So we literally haven't gotten here yet. Yeah. So like, it's okay if every like new turn we get to, we have to make a mistake to learn.
Yeah.
So I go turn 3. I go bronze on light screen here, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So then the player that doesn't have a Blissey out is a Jinx, and then the Blissey that's on the left, it kind of doesn't matter what you do here. I don't know what Blissey's moveset is there, but the one thing that kind of screwed us over a couple times is probably just don't captivate. That was our toxic Blissey, so we literally had it click toxic into the already toxic Suicune. Just because if you have too much damage mitigation, you can't have things faint properly. But we do want the light screen, so that's good.
If I don't get my light screen off, is it like will they ever kill me here before? Because I think I'm so low. Is that a problem?
It's possible. It's not a huge issue.
Okay. I am sassy, but I'm not maxed special defense investment. I am split because this is like
it is a nice to have. It's not a requirement.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So the Jinx is skill swapping onto the Blissey kicks Psywave. So that the rightmost Blissey is skill swapping the Vaporeon. Is what's supposed to happen. Then we can't salvage that just because. No, we can't. I was trying to get creative.
Gotcha.
Basically, because it's so far on the outside, skill swap can only affect adjacent Pokemon. So it's because it's like one removed. There's no way to get skill swap dry skin onto it.
Gotcha. Yeah, make sure everybody once again, Mr. Happen, make sure to read the chart. It should be because as I can see on it says Blissey skill swap ad or whatever it does say. Your guide is correct. So yeah, I think we're. It's totally okay. Once again, like I just said a second ago, we haven't gotten to this turn yet, so it wouldn't surprise me if we make a mistake. Yeah, and it's totally okay to
and that's yep.
People are saying, could the Jinx skill swap?
So one of the Jinxes,
the
Jinx is supposed to skill swap the Blissey that's next to it.
Okay.
And so what I thought you might be able to do is like you could skill swap off, but the whole point was the middle Blissey doesn't have skill swap, so it can never get it can never get it back onto itself.
We have to FF here, right? That's the
or
no, sorry, I don't want to.
Maybe play it out so you could theoretically skill swap. I guess you could just skill swap the next turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Judge is right. That's why Judge is actually the GOAT.
Oh, is Judge in chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just want to turn the Blissey can just do the skill swap the next turn? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Jedge. Wait, yeah. Wait, I didn't even put together. I've seen Jedge guns. Wait, that's so funny. I've seen Jedge guns in my chat plenty of times before, but I never put it together that Jedge guns and Jedge. I don't know why I only knew him as Jedge in like from being the world first, but I've seen him in chat before. That's so funny.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I didn't put that together. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I made the connection earlier. Yeah, I literally didn't even. Yeah, good to know. Good to know. I think
when I said before there are like people that are way better at raids than me, and I just make videos. Like Judge Guns is the person I had in mind exactly.
Yeah, and that's dude. Yeah, it's always gonna happen. I super good.
Yeah.
Okay, I did get my light screen. Okay, I thought I didn't get my screen off, but I did, thankfully. Yeah. Oh, because Trick Room's up. Duh. I don't know why. I don't. Okay. Duh.
I forgot that too.
I don't. I was like, if they outspeed me in my but no, I'm fucking bronze. I'm gonna get my. Yeah, I'm gonna be slow and get my screen off. Okay.
So we see if this works. Okay.
So I go Pharaoh and Ingrain here. I'm as P4. I'm just following my chart. Do I need to adjust at all based on what they're doing, or?
No, you do not. You're Pharaoh and you're Pharaoh and Grain, and then you skill swap next turn.
Okay. So it's forgiveness about ridiculous. Thank y'all for the praise. I don't think you've been praised. I literally said this on stream yesterday. I don't think you get praised enough, Jedge. I think if someone is the world first to achieve a really difficult PVM task in an MMO, like you should get so much credit. Like I feel like it should be plastered across the game. I don't know, man. Maybe put like an NPC like next to Heatran that's like, hey, like, congrats to what's his name. That literally just says like, or like a billboard that says like, yo, shout out this guy who did it first. Like, I feel like shit like that's a big deal. People put like sleepless nights, like I heard someone like I heard another team was really close to doing it, but one of their teammates passed out while they were doing the raid. Like it's stuff like that, and it's crazy. I'm a little distracted.
I think it was literally Rainer did that.
Yeah, fuck, I didn't. That's so there's so many dedicated players that put so many hours into that shit. Like it should, but it's like a quiet 0.01% of the community that like goes fucking that hard, right? But they don't really get the
So we didn't have the Blissey speeds right.
Oh no.
It was Jedge that was Rainer, Jedge. I think Free Reign was on that team as well. So if you count the events separately, like Jedge has back-to-back championships, but then Heatmore got thrown in the middle.
Yeah.
And Suicune too, I guess, depending on like how you count the world first. But so the third Blissey did not get Ingrain, so we have to fix that.
Gotcha.
So we just play it out until forfeit.
Okay.
So you go Sackmon here.
I go Sackmon?
Yeah. You go Sackmon.
Okay, 100%?
Every time the fair, 100%.
Okay, sorry. Just want to make sure. The chart said Jinx skill swap, so I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, you go Jinx skill swap next, but I'd like...
Because things got messed up, we have to... Okay, yeah. I appreciate
not even adaption, like just because like you're gonna feint, so then you can pick Jinx to go in next.
Yes, a clean. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sorry. It's still turn 4. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I need to clean bring in Jinx here on turn 5. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. That's probably one of the more confusing parts of
Thank you guys for all the gift subs, by
Did
the
they
way.
get ingrain? No, no, it didn't. Okay. So what happened was the slowest Blissey used skill swap and swapped with the Vaporeon. Then the copycat Blissey went after that and it copied the skill swap.
Gotcha.
Yep. So if the speeds are close enough, you could just give one of the Blissies, like the I think it's Masters on like that P4 slot. You could like give it a couple speed EVs real quick, which is an ideal, or you can switch and remove set. I think it's only one move difference anyway.
Do we play this out? I assume so, right? Do you think it's?
I think you're probably. So you'd have to reset. You have to find a way. Is your Pharaoh still alive?
Yes.
No, there isn't a way you can do it because the only way it would work is you have to go out of Trick Room. No, it's not possible just because one of the Blissies is going to move in between.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think if Pat throws Blissey, he can ingrain. I'm trying to figure out what. I do have my Blissey in the back. Is there any way here? Is this? Do you think it's FF?
If everybody copycats, that might work.
Yeah, Vincer said everybody copycats.
Yeah. So you have to go. It might screw things up though because you might run out of trick room turns and not get the dry skin to the third Blissey.
I'm not to try it but if it's too much of a
just
time
try
waste,
real quick.
yeah, okay. So I got my Blissey and copycat. Is that right?
We have. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no.
We have
sorry.
a fair. If you copycat ingrain though, then you can't switch back out.
Yeah.
Crap.
We just FF. I think we just probably FF. Yeah, if it's.
I would put your Pharaoh in and also ingrain.
Put my Pharaoh. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna stay in, but that's okay.
My Blissey speed is 146.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I just threw.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. We're all gonna make a million mistakes here. Okay, me included. Yeah. So I fucked up.
No, that's entirely on me because you're the one that needs to ingrain to get to the other Blissey. That Blissey isn't on the field. I was way overthinking that.
Yeah, but I clicked it. That's my bad. Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, okay, we'll go. Sorry. Okay, so should we fix the speed thing then for next?
Yes. So what is is it Vincer's Blissey? Is the slightly faster one. It's got to be a little bit faster than 133.
Okay. So whoever has the
it is basically the 133 Blissey needs to be in Vincer's spot.
Oh, okay.
So you can either trade Blissies or but that Blissey also needs to be skill swap that goes on the outside.
Probably easiest to just trade Blissies then, I think.
Trade Blissies, remove set.
And remove set?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the other option is you could boost it. So you could just sacrifice some HP EVs and throw them in speed. Yeah.
Is that okay, that's probably easier, I feel like, than switching spots and remove
138, so
I feel like speed's easier to adjust. Yeah, plus you have to think about OT clause. Yeah, there's a lot to factor in. Are you calculating right now?
Talking to Jedge in chat.
Gotcha. So, sorry.
Yeah. The wrinkle, I'll just say it out loud instead of typing. I'm so used to being a chatter.
Fair.
The wrinkle is so I adapted what that sleepless team did. They were kind of mimicking the China strat, and then I reconfigured it to be a little bit more like adaptable to a random group or a random link. And the way that one of the things that I added was light screen to be consistent on Oblicity and Captivate, just because if you don't have those, it's like you got to time soft boils and wishes, and it just gets really confusing. So if you just get all of this set up, then it's great. And it's not that much more difficult to set up overall, but still a bit challenging.
I concur. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Bit.
So okay. So we need the Blissey to be. Okay, he's 140 speed now. Is that good? I like that's.
It just has to be faster than Vincer's.
Wait, that Blissey needs to be faster than the other Blissey?
It needs the slowest. Vincer's Blissey needs to be the slowest.
First spot. Let's see. Or he is E3, which is to the right of me in the battle.
Correct.
Okay. Vincer, what's your Blissey? We might just be good, but I just want to now I need to double check. If Vincer could link his Blissey speed. Mine is, I don't need my Blissey, but I'll link mine as well, I guess.
Just for posterity.
There's Vincer. Thank you so much, Vincer. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Sorry to, okay, good work. Okay, we can go back in. Thank you so much, Vincer. I appreciate that. Okay, we should be good.
I think this is it.
Yeah, I just wanted to physically see for my eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
There's, like, realistically, there is only 5 or 6 turns that you have to like get right? Yeah. But then after that, it's like a million attacks or whatever. Is that the...
Yeah, and the only thing that gets weird after that, this is a forfeit.
Yeah.
The only thing that gets weird after that is sometimes like one of the damaging Blissies needs to heal, and the other one can't attack consecutively because of the type shield. So it's like they can just also heal. So you just sync that up. And then the Captivate Blissey just kind of needs to spam Captivate, but not spam it too much, so you keep it up for most of the fight.
Gotcha. How we've already been at this for 57 minutes, and I didn't even. That's actually, I did not expect this to be that much of a saga. I didn't expect this to be such a journey. I underestimated Suicune, boys. I'll be honest.
I would definitely probably double this amount for Heatmore, maybe triple.
Holy shit! I mean, I heard some people saying. Okay, I think the reason I was arrogant about this was because people told me that Jirachi took them like 9 hours, and I did Jirachi second try. But I think it was after Omni Boost nerf or whatever. So I feel like that was the.
It was a very different fight with the random Omni Boost.
Yeah,
that was just a run ender randomly.
The Jirachi was way easier. But like with Tangrowth, Tangrowth took me like 8 tries, but I feel like it wasn't that long. Like it didn't take that long. Those retries are pretty easy because if you get Omni Boost, you just reset. But I guess the Jirachi fight's a lot longer overall. I'm trying to remember the Jirachi fight felt so easy to me looking back, but yeah, but it was just post nerf.
Yep. And I think a lot of there's like a psychological element for a lot of players where if they already have a lot of the Pokemon bred, where Jirachi use a lot of fire types could easily be used. It feels easier because it's just like, oh, I just slot these in and I'm good to go. Whereas like Suicune feels challenging because it's annoying to set up and you had to breed all of the OT mons if you needed them.
Yeah.
Same with Heatmore.
All of these mons are like extremely specific. Yeah. My brain just auto fills or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, no, this fight needs very specific, like the dry skin, Jinx, the move sets, like Captivate, even Blissey, like all the move sets are very, okay. We have a fight, okay.
Yep.
Okay, back to T1, boys.
Yeah, I would say pretty much any attempt now, you guys are pretty good for.
Yeah, like, I feel like we've gotten up to like
I wouldn't be surprised if this was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just takes those failures, yeah.
This is pretty much like the exact same like trajectory that my group had, where it was like, okay, we got to that turn, speeds were off, flip around,
just fine. Yeah, so much of this fight just feels like getting to each turn, finding the mistake that's going to happen at that turn, and then fixing it. Yeah.
Well, you can only prepare and sketch and spreadsheet so much before you actually just have to go in and click buttons.
Yeah. Chat, for anybody who tried solo queuing raids, what was the hardest raid to solo queue? I can't imagine. I solo queued like some of the easiest raids and we still couldn't beat them. Like, it was insufferable. Like, I just encourage people to like join a Discord, join my Discord, join a team, join any group of people socially, and please, dear everything, try to find a group. Like, I feel like solo queuing is, I just would not recommend anybody solo queue raids. Is that too strong of a take, Cav? What do you think about that?
It kind of circles back to the whole like people wanting to play the game solo and have traditionally, and then getting forced into this like multiplayer content world.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm all for grouping with people, but I understand why this player base isn't. They're like coming from other games that require groups. People are like much faster to group up and like get ready, whereas people are very like slow and methodical in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can tell that the player base just isn't used to it as much. So there's definitely an adjusting process.
That's fair.
You got switched into.
I'm just sacking, right? I'm just sacking.
Yeah. That was just convenient that you.
Yeah, switch it to my sack.
Yeah.
I feel like RuneScape was kind of similar. Like, I feel like RuneScape is like, if anybody's played, you know, it's a pretty single player game, honestly, in a lot of ways, except if you want to go do like raids, like Chambers of Xerix or the Theater of Blood or some sort of like PVM, or even like God Wars Dungeon. Like, if you want to go do some sort of PVM thing, like you get forced into co-op a lot of the time. But even then, there's a lot of solo bosses you can do in RuneScape. So I feel I always draw analogies to RuneScape and PokeMMO because I think they are such similar games. Like, there's a lot of long-term grinding for like minimal benefits every single day, and then it's a very solo player MMO in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's a game that I only barely touched as a kid, and I never got the bug, so I didn't like hard grind it.
It is my favorite game of all time, and if someone tells me they fucking hate it and they just don't understand why people like it, I'm like, I understand. It's not a game for everybody, and it's like so, but it's like so if it's your game, it's your game, you know. But if it's not for you, it's not.
Yeah, that's Diablo 2 for me.
Fair, dude. Wow, that's really cool. I don't know if you wait. This is so funny. I have a video on my side channel, Retro Pat, where I played Diablo 2 for the first time in like 2024, 2023. I had like a reaction, like me like going over it and seeing, and like I still haven't gotten very far in that game. I really want to give it more of a shot. I really like it. I just like it's a pain to run on modern hardware, Diablo 2. Because I went out and I bought like a fucking battle. Well, I got gifted from a friend a battle chest, like the OG like Diablo 2 battle chest or whatever, and I like installed it with the CD and stuff, and like went through that whole. I could ramble on forever about this. I gotta focus on this raid, but like I love retro PC games are so fucking underrated, and they're so like interesting. Back to bronze on to light screen, right?
Correct.
We got both of our ingrains off. It seems like perfectly.
Yep.
Beautiful. I don't make my team wait, but yeah, I love retro PC games. I could like. Love that shit because it's so, I don't know, seeing old install bars and like it's so cool.
Yep.
Yo, I have the OG battle chest. Yeah, I love that shit. Was so cool.
Yeah, and one of the cool things was Diablo 2 Resurrected was like the modernized version, and it wasn't a total flop like Warcraft 3 was. So
yes,
awesome.
I'm aware of the Warcraft.
Yeah, I was really worried about that, but it ended up being awesome, and I played probably a few hundred hours of just the D2R stuff alone, and they add content to it now, so it's cool. I
didn't know. Do they like? Is it like new content? It's like
it's very minor items that end up changing like the end game meta. Like Assassin is now like the best class ever, and it like surpassed Hammerdin.
That's so
just
cool.
because one rune word got added. Yeah.
I know so little about Diablo, but that's really fucking cool. I didn't even know that. I didn't know they were like adding content to the game in a very small, even like similar to like old school RuneScape or like people. I know the big World of Warcraft discussion is like WoW Classic Plus right now, right? Of like taking the game and like going in a different direction versus just re-adding all the same expansions. That's super interesting.
Yeah. That one's really interesting to me. You are Ferrothorn now, right?
Yes, Ferrothorn and Rain. Those are the charts, at least. I think we're just following the chart. I mean, we're just talking about old PC games.
Yeah, we're talking about WoW.
And following the chart, yeah. I actually played Diablo 3 before Diablo 2 because I got Diablo 3 on Xbox 360 or whatever. And I loved it. I played it to almost max level. Really fun. I love the monk. I picked the best. My favorite. The class I picked, I just got really lucky with. I really liked it. I really liked the monk playstyle.
Yeah,
I just clicking green.
I did not click with D3 or D4. Yeah, you're in green.
Fair. That's what I always hear. I know a lot of as someone who started with D3 and I liked D3 or whatever. A lot of Diablo 2 fans didn't like D3. I didn't play Diablo 4, so I don't know, but even starting with Diablo 3 and then going back to Diablo 2, the tone difference is insane. Like Diablo 2 is so much darker and so much like the music difference is ridiculous. Like as someone who started with Diablo 3 and went back, it's really noticeable.
Yeah. Big. All right, we have 3 Blissey's copycatted now.
Okay, we're getting set up actually, boys. Okay, huge.
Yeah. Ooh, I just noticed something.
Uh-oh, what?
Is your Jinx itemless?
Yes. Does it need something?
All right, we might be able to salvage this.
Oh no, I didn't see anything on the.
It's chill. Check its speed.
It is 315. I speed Eevee trained it. Is that bad?
So, check Suicune speed.
Speed 269.
Okay, we just wait until Trick Room ends, and then you put your Jinx in to skill swap onto the last Blissey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do I need Iron Ball or something on it? Was that the?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can go into your Blissey now, I suppose, or I don't know. Let's go Rampartus first because you can probably get an attack off. Yeah, under Trick Room. It's probably more value right now anyway, and then you can save the Blissey for later.
Sounds good. Thank you. Sorry about that. That was definitely something. Yeah, my bad.
All good.
I think Vincer even said at some point. I was just following the guide like probably too tightly because I didn't see it, but it probably might have been on there somewhere, or I might have just missed it. But I think Vincer said at some point like one Jinx this, everybody else Iron Ball. So I probably should have been sure I should have seen.
Yeah, no worries.
Why is Oso calling me out? I keep seeing you look over. Don't worry, we're behaving in chat today. Smiley face. Behaving in chat is debatable, but you guys are doing pretty. You're talking about games. You're chilling. Do I go Blissey now, or do I? So wait, when's Trick Room?
How many? Yeah, how many turns is Trick Room? Yeah, go Blissey now. That'll probably work out perfectly.
Okay. Oh yeah,
it's probably one. It'll tick down to 1 turn here, I think.
Yeah, you got it. So I just E-Bolt?
Sure.
Just do damage, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
To waste a turn. What's my... I have to clean switch into the Jinx, right?
Yeah, so you just wait until your Blissey dies, and you have... So,
Gotcha.
That could be... So we'll see what happens here. The one issue would be just kind of the Blizzard. I'm just reading text. How the AI picks which Blissey. 137 it's picking. Okay, that Blissey needs to heal then.
Okay. Oh, that crit.
Oh shit.
Okay, target me. Huge. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. 137 needs to soft boil this turn, right?
Yeah.
I love that I should have named mine. That was so smart to name them all. Okay, 137 soft boil this turn. We protect you.
Wonder.
Wait, okay.
Oh. This could be perfect. I forgot that you're not in grade.
It's so close.
That's fine.
It was a 50-50. I guess this is kind of better. So do I just click like Bullet Seed here? And then just let my Ferrothorn die and go to Jinx?
Yeah. Don't leech, don't ingrain.
Pat getting carried, as per usual. Can't wait for those comments. True and real.
I threw one of them, so it's like...
Yeah, but no, I clicked it. I reject the idea of if the coach says to do the wrong thing and you just blindly listen. That's still on me. Can I play this on iPhone? You can play PokeMMO on iPhone. It's a little bit difficult to install, I'll be honest. It can be a pain. Oh, please live. No! Is that the run?
Yeah, this is just unlucky.
Fuck. That crit, I think that crit fucked us. Like, it was 36% damage versus 10.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, well, we've run into everything that can go wrong now. That was every turn.
We've just taken care. The 90-minute guesstimate that someone said is going to end up being really correct.
Yeah.
All right, so that's FF, right?
If that was the last Blissey, there's a chance that these other two could do it.
We could just try. I'm down. It's gonna take a lot of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm kind of down. I feel like we're here. I feel like we can win this.
It's another. So it's like 2%, 4%.
Okay.
You're at like 80.
Does Jinx even matter now? I got my Jinx in.
Nah, the Blissey's dead.
Oh yeah, because I needed the Jinx to dry skin the third. I'm so sorry. I literally threw. That was Vincer that needed that. I fucked up, Vincer. It's not gonna work faster to FF. Okay. Do we FF? We think.
I would say FF.
Okay. FF. This was on me. I'm so sorry, Vincer. I typed Vinver. Okay, I think we FF. I'm gonna wait until. Okay. FF. Iron Ball on Jinx. Whoopsie. Can't believe this streamer is throwing for. He just wanted to talk to Cav for longer. He's just throwing for content. We can all tell.
Extend the podcast.
The Reddit post is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely cooked. Man, even with the it was that one, even with the Jinx fuck up on my end, it was like almost doable. It was just it had to be Jinx fuck up plus the crit. I feel like because the crit it did so much more. It wasn't just like it's through light screen or whatever. But yeah, the crit hydro pump. Also, it could have missed a pump, right? Does it have 100 like? Was rain up?
I think it boosted accuracy, but it can miss still.
Okay, gotcha. Still on for content, true. We got it.
I'd say they have like +1. Yeah,
that's what it is. Opium. Okay, this is doable.
Doable.
Okay, this is the one, boys. I'm calling it here. Okay, I've never said this before. This is the one. This is it. Arrogant streamer holds Raid's genius Cav hostage for over 1 hour due to his mistakes. The Reddit drama will go crazy.
Yeah. Should we just have fake beef and then?
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing is the strat. Yeah, someone to make a Reddit put the Patrouski Cav stream situation is insane. Do that.
You
that fucking meme
Cav
title.
Patrouski stream.
True.
I think that's like not like a little bit sarcastically, but I think that's kind of like one of the next steps for like our nascent content creation community is like personalities interacting more in like a positive way with like collabs, like you were saying. But it is an interesting once you have the interpersonal dynamic, like stuff gets more interesting than just like here's how to do this and here's how to do that. I don't really think that I'm like
dreading that becoming. I'm dreading that becoming a thing. I really hope. Yeah. I mean, it's already happened to some extent. I mean, we always, like it's already there's you can Google. There's been a few videos. Like, I mean, the infamous one is Patrouski hates the PokeMMO community. Like, there's been a few videos made by people. Like,
that was true though.
Yeah. To be fair, that was not a drama video. That was actually just a fact. That is true and real.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, whirlwind down. Okay, I switched to Sackmon here. Okay. Thankfully, I feel like most loud voices in the PokeMMO scene are just trying to fucking make guides and play the game. And I think for the most part, people stay out of drama, which is nice.
Yep.
We like it's good to acknowledge. I think the worst drama in the PokeMMO scene is usually, I mean, there is some bad stuff, but like on the top, usually it's just people disagreeing. I disagree. Like there's certain, it's usually just certain content creators just disagreeing with how the direction of the game or whatever than others, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like what was the I was one of the biggest ones. I really loved the Halloween event. A lot of people didn't, and a lot of content creators were very outspoken about that, which is a good thing if you don't like it. I think a lot of people made really good videos. There was a lot of really horrible stuff on the forums and just, people lashing out and being super toxic to the devs, but there was also a lot of great videos made and a lot of good critique from that event. So
yeah, I thought the event was great, but
I love the Halloween event. But yeah, everybody, it seemed like I did a YouTube, and I try to always like see and hear opposite sides. I feel like if you're in my community, I argue with my Twitch chat every day. Like it's if you're in my community, you understand like all we do is support opposing views and try to like understand each other and yada yada yada. But I did a YouTube community poll. I think it was like 40% of people said they didn't like the event. I think it was 40, which is like a notable. That's important. Yeah. Like that's if 60% of people. But I think it was interesting. I think if you didn't do that poll or whatever, you would think that the average person didn't like it because it was like there's still the loud minority, but 40% is at that point you're approaching not a minority pretty much. Like that's pretty much aren't. That's a lot. For the gifted sub. Oh, so you're insane. Okay. What turn are we on? Oh yeah, I sack switched. We're on turn 3. I go Bronzong and Light Screen. Okay, yeah. We're on turn 3. I just sack switched. Yeah. Anyways, taking a break from the Patrouski Cav podcast to actually get back to the raid.
Now we play the game.
Now we play the game, yeah. I don't know how I'm going to title this video. It's going to have, like, it was originally going to be like, Suicune, Patrouski beats it. But now it has to be like, Patrouski Cav talk while he beats Suicune, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Suicune in the background, yeah. Patrouski and Cav just ramble and talk while Suicune's in the background staring at them.
Yeah, I don't really do the ramble video, so that's out of my element. That's on you.
Yeah, that's always the toughest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I do, like, I usually try to do topics. Like, that's one of the hardest parts of stream recaps is deciding on a topic. Or deciding on a, title. Because basically what I do is I go back through all the clips and I have to, like, pick out, like, the top 3 most interesting topics and put those in the title. But then you don't get, the whole video is going to be different things. Someone might be watching the video for the first topic mentioned, but that topic's like 27 minutes into the video, which is why timestamps are so important on those videos. Because I don't want people clicking a video, for a topic mentioned at 27 minutes and then have to like, it's like those it was popular for a little bit. Those like vlog channels would do like, I got in a car crash, and it'd be like a 16-minute video, and it would happen at like 14 minutes, and it was like, come on, people obviously clicked for that for the title or whatever.
Yeah. I'm definitely guilty of clicking into your recap sometimes just to go right to the topic.
Yeah, convo. Which the whole point of the timestamps is for people to be able to skip around. That's the whole. Yeah, watch how you enjoy. You go to the topics you want to watch and ditch the ones you don't. It's super fair.
Oh, what happened here?
I set up light screen and then I got hit up by a.
Oh, you didn't faint.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a wrinkle. Okay. Let's Vincer's Blissey already click Captivate.
Mm-hmm.
So Vincer's Blissey is going to get blown out. We can just kind of this sucks. Is this another FF? This just more. We might run out of trick room turns is the hard part. So this is where like if you didn't have Iron Ball, it might work out better.
Fuck. That's hilarious.
But like, you can't plan around like
you wouldn't go suboptimal
chance things
for the worst situation. Yeah.
So basically, what needs to happen is you both get blown out into another Pokemon, then hopefully both faint, and then you bring in bring in Ferrothorn and Blissey at the same time again later. So you get the ingrain off, and then once it's ingrained, it can be skill swapped.
Okay, so we all just go
saying blown out.
What the fuck do we? Okay,
no, I don't think I will.
So we just go for damage here. Is that right? And then we hope to.
He clicked Captivate. Like you can click Thunderbolt.
We all just go for damage. We can't skill swap anything, right?
Correct.
Or whatever. So we literally all just click damage and then hope to get stormed into the right mods.
Did Vincer FF on the mess up and then it clicked Captivate, or did he click Captivate?
I don't think he FF'd. I think yeah.
Yeah, so last Blissey just does damage too. Captivate's pretty good here.
Okay, huge.
Might get challenging, but So this is why Thunderbolt's important, because if you had Seismic Toss or Psywave, then one of them wouldn't happen. That's why it's like that third damage type is nice. I guess I'll say Roared, even though it's wind.
Yeah.
But whatever. Roar is the
mechanic. The mechanic's known as. I think that's fair. Roar, whirlwind, whatever. Yeah. I said stormed out. Like I don't.
Stormed out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Chat,
strong
the wind blows.
wind, yeah.
You know, that's what it. That's.
Oof, okay. Okay. Here's what matters. So what do I need? I need Ferrothorn, right?
Thrown out is what the the string says.
Wait, that's good, right?
That's not good because the other Blissey is getting thrown out as well.
I'm trash. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a sec before we move. Is this FF? Be honest.
How many Trick Room turns left? 1. Yeah, it's an FF.
FF, boys.
Just because you won't be able to get. So like. All
right, we'll just FF.
FF, yeah. Just because it's the dry skin's more important than the ingrain. Like you could get ingrain, but then you wouldn't be able to get dry skin.
Gotcha. Okay, we got this. I believe. So what was my Bronzong didn't die. That was what happened, right? That was the issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any way? Did it just not get? I don't understand what that was out of my control, maybe, or is there a mistake I can? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's a learning from that. It's just unlucky,
FF, right?
Yep.
I just got shiny Bronzong while going for Everstones. Wait, that's sick though. You said no, but that's kind of based, man. There's so many. Yeah. That's also now that like it's good for raids. Like, I think it's so fucking cool that I mean, shiny. What I love about shiny hunting is like there's so many reasons to go for a shiny. Just you like it. It's hard FF. Indra and Swana.
Yep.
I think one of the coolest things about shunning is that there's so many reasons I go for Shuckle because it's my favorite Pokemon, right? You can go for a Torkoal because it's really good for gym reruns. You can go for a Sableye. Sableye is like shiny demand has gone super high up now because of raids, right? I think one of the coolest under talked about things about raids is adding more reason. The more updates that happen to PokeMMO, even if they aren't shiny hunting related, buff shiny hunting, right? The more uses, the more Pokemon that are used, just buffs everything. It buffs the economy, it buffs shiny hunts, it buffs, yeah.
Yeah, I want a shiny Darm for the reasons I said before, a favorite Raidmon, and I think it's a Horde. So easier to get, pretty nice, like maroonish color.
Yeah. I think it's, is it ×3 split with like Sandile? There might be other spots as well.
That sounds right. I remember thinking I just got Karuk recently, and I was like, damn, I wish I had done the split Horde there.
This is doable, right? Golduck, Lapras? I think so.
Yes.
Good luck on your Darm. Darmanitan is such a cool Pokemon. He's also, I usually, not that I'm a PvP expert by any means, but I also recommend Darmanitan a fair bit to new players trying to get into OU PvP, because sometimes if you just run like a Scarf Darm, you just get fucking free kills sometimes. Like if you're like new to PvP, like Scarf Darmanitan with like U-turn as a lead, like U-turn, Flare Blitz, like Superpower or whatever fighting type attack, whatever that's good. You can just fucking steal free kills sometimes. Like he is so hard to answer and switch into. Yeah, I love recommending him as a new, like when I did this was like 2021 when I started making content. I think I'd love to bring this challenge back, but I did a challenge where I had 1 hour to catch wild Pokemon, and then why is my Bronzong full HP? What the fuck?
Did Suicune miss like 6 times in a row?
I don't. Is this an FF because I'm full HP?
It doesn't matter for you. Oh, no. It worked perfectly. We got thrown out into the Ferrothorn.
Oh, okay. Base. We're fine.
Blissey, and then you switch to something else, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fine then. Giga Chad. Okay. Perfectly planned. Yeah, anyways, what was I saying?
Well executed.
I don't remember. I just switched to a Sackmon. Oh yeah, recommending new players Darmanitan. Yeah, you just like nag free kills. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I did a challenge where I had like 1 hour to catch wild Pokemon, and then I was allowed to go like EV train them and XP train them. And I had like a 100K budget. Like, it was like, yeah, we had like an hour to like make a PvP team essentially. And one of the mons I specifically picked was Darmanitan because I knew that he could get a lot of value.
That's smart. Just easier to catch and pretty good value regardless.
That was a really fun challenge. There was a lot of things I like specifically went for. Like going for like a Magnemite was pretty easy to go for a Magnezone. Magnezone's very powerful, and it just counters Scizor. I always say I hate Scizor. Scizor's my least favorite PvP mon. I hate it so much. To be fair, I mean without Baton Pass, it's not as bad. I played with it with Baton Pass, and that was a fucking nightmare. We got frozen.
That's fine.
Okay. Giga Chad. Because I hate Scizor so much, I always queue. If I ever queue OU, I always have like 2 hard counters. I always do like Magnezone plus Rotom Wash, so I can like slow Vault Switch into the Magnezone to lock it if I need to. Yada yada yada.
Yeah. Perfect execution so far. Yeah, Kev said in the chat, a community event tournament with the catching rules you described would be a cool streamer event.
I've been trying to do that for a long time. It's like shocking how I always say there's so many projects that I do behind the scenes that not everybody sees until they either number 1 fail or number 2 like eventually make the light of day. I actually was doing I don't want to say too much. I was doing a series and that started recording in like November or August 2023, and I just finished it like a week or 2 ago or whatever.
Wow.
So there's just like a lot of stuff like that. I think that'll get, hopefully, I have to edit it. So I actually want to do some nice editing on it. I want to hopefully get that project out in January. Probably what I'll probably do is I'll be let me focus for a sec. Jesus.
Yeah. Light screen real quick.
Yeah. Let me lock in for like a quick sec. Okay.
And then
But yeah, so my goal I think is to do Shiny Wars from January 11th to the 18th, and then I'll be super gassed after War, and I'll probably just take off streams, from the 18th to like probably not until the event happens, but I'll do a week-long break before the Lunar New Year event because that will happen on the 29th. I'll probably just take a week off, and for that week, I'll probably schedule out that series. It's like a 6-episode series. It's a 6-episode series that took like a year passively to do.
I'm really excited for that.
It's not. I don't want to oversell it because now that's so. Because I feel like it just got stuck in. I feel like it's not that amazing. It just got stuck in like it's cool, and I think it's cool because it will. It was like during a very interesting era of a very interesting economy at a certain time is what I'll say. And then but I think it got stuck in waiting hell for a bit, like kind of development hell. I don't know. It just got stuck in a weird situation.
Yeah, that's my Elite 4 guide right now.
Yeah, there's so many.
It's just, AI changes every time they add new raids because they tweak the raid AI and that influences the other.
Wow.
Ooh, did we?
My Bronzong didn't die. My Bronzong didn't die again, so it got winded out to Jinx, but I need to go Ferrothorn.
Ooh.
I keep getting fucked by my Bronzong not dying.
Yeah. It would have been better if Vincer didn't go Blissey right there, but it's too late now.
Yeah. My fault for the...
You can't skill swap onto the ad. You can't... It's pretty much just the same situation as last time.
There's FF.
Yeah, because you can't get the Blissey can't stay in without Ingrain.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's like two turns of Trick Room left, and then you won't be able to get.
I think we just FF. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Sorry, team. FF. Sorry. What changed where all of a sudden this happened twice in a row, which makes it more concerning.
Yeah. It might just be weird AI that the boss sees more HP, like raw HP damage on the Blissey, so it picks one of those first.
Should I adjust my EVs at all? Yeah, should I? Yeah.
You could adjust your EVs. You could drop special defense. Yeah, I would just drop special defense a bit.
Yeah, let me look up the def reducing berries. Greppa. Is there a reason? Where do the names of berries come from in Pokemon? Do they come from something?
That's a great question. I feel like some of them are like Greppa could be grape, but like
Yeah, I don't know, like tomato. I don't know if it plays
Yeah.
on actual things or.
Spidget has a very important message in chat there for you.
Oh, I'm so excited. Greppa comes from your mom. Okay, yeah, that's what I. Very important message. Okay, well, we'll see how your mom jokes are after I beat this Suicune raid in about another hour. We'll see how that goes. Okay, let me do. Should I just get rid of all this F? Or is that too troll? I want to live enough.
It's kind of a gut call.
Let's do that. I'll keep 68.
Fine. Because the flip side is then you could die T1, but also that doesn't matter. Yeah. It almost might be better.
Okay.
This is where it's like having too much damage reduction at the beginning can be bad. So like if that like we're not clicking captivate here yet, but like if you had captivate and light screen up, then like Bronzong never dies. Light screen up makes Bronzong sometimes die. Where we need it to in order to keep like the correct sequence, the momentum right.
Gotcha. All right, we're officially an hour and a half in. We've taken longer than it's gotten dark outside over the course of this fight, which is crazy. But one day, okay, I believe in us. We need more. Cav, when did you start playing PokeMMO seriously? I think you mentioned it earlier, but I think I forgot.
Yeah, I had like a group of friends that played a different game that somebody linked it at one time, and then we all jumped on it and played like nonstop for a weekend, and then everybody stopped playing. And then like 2 years later, I picked it back up. I don't remember why. It could have been like literally could have been like one of your recommended videos. It's like, oh yeah, like that's a fun game, and I went back and started playing again, and then just played for a while, not super seriously, just kind of picked it up, beat the regions, did the whole normal like new player progression, got my Typhlosion team, and then I went on to like the Firebox team at the time was pretty meta, and started doing advanced gym reruns, and then started playing more seriously, I think around the time Johto happened, where like I didn't get in Johto like the release night very early, but I had a pretty fast clear. I caught a lot of people. So I was like I was gunning for one of the first people to be done. And then I didn't have Mount Silver done, so I didn't have one of the first T-Tars where Xanarchy got in and sold his T-Tar for like 10 mil or something crazy.
Oh, I didn't even know. That's crazy. That is based. Yeah. That's awesome.
Could have been me, but yeah, unlucky.
We just switch out to a Sacramon here. Dude, man, Johto release was such a beautiful time. That was also like, I've seen a few region releases in PokeMMO. I think the only region release I wasn't online for was Sinnoh. I think I saw Unova, Hoenn, Johto. Yeah. I didn't play during Sinnoh's release. Johto was, I mean, easily the best because it was like there was so many players. Like it was such a renaissance for the game. Johto was so demanded. It was the final like out of the 5 regions. That was a big deal to I don't know, have all people. I feel like most Pokemon fans just see the franchise really separating, like post Gen 5, like once it went to 3D or whatever, a lot of things changed.
Yep.
So it was just cool to have the first 5 games all in one game. It was a big deal. All the races to like be the first person to beat the region, first person to unlock Mount Silver. It's really easy to forget, but I think legendaries were added in the same update that Johto released, and it wasn't. Yeah. They didn't tell us. It was secret. Like it was like someone just discovered, like, oh, after beating Johto, like, oh yeah, like imagine like everyone being so hyped and so like excited for Johto release, and then someone and like you finally beat the region, you're so exhausted, and then someone's like, oh yeah, I found Suicune. And you're like, what? That you log on the next day and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how? Number one, how do I replicate it? Like, what happened? Blah blah blah. Like, holy shit! The race to legendaries and understanding how that mechanic worked was crazy.
We had something weird happen here, but I think it might be salvageable. I think if you just go like Rampardos first, and then both Lapras and Rampardos, Lapras might not faint. It's not dead, but I think we go Rampardos first, and then they both faint, and then you start over again.
Okay. So me and Lapras are just trying to die here.
Yeah, or do we not have? I guess you could have light screened.
No, there's so much to do. It's so
AI
exhausting.
is so annoying.
I'm just gonna try to die, I guess. That's fine.
Lapras user could switch into something that will like definitely faint.
Okay. It's a cool option to know. I feel like that might
Yeah.
be. Is that better, do you think?
Yeah, I'm just afraid that it won't because of dry skin.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So
it's
feel
gonna
free
click.
to. Yeah. I think it's a Vincer. Feel free to. Yeah. He switches it. Okay. Thank you, Vincer.
Especially if it's AV Lapras. Yeah, then it's just gonna live forever.
Yeah. 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 Cool. Mon.
Still totally workable.
Okay. I believe.
Yeah. Other Blissey just stays in, can click a damage move.
This is so correct. Someone said, has the snowball melted yet? I sneezed and it fell on the ground. So for those who want, people who are watching this video probably don't even know. My wife brought a snowball in and put it on my head, and I said, all right, let me try to beat the Suicune raid before it melts. And I sneezed and it fell on the ground and splattered before I could even get to the raid, before I could even do my first attempt. So
Tragic,
the sneeze
really.
was unlucky. I was gonna try. It probably would have melted though. It would have been. I don't know. It would have been close. Okay, big head smash, huge.
Huge damn.
2.3. Okay, honestly. They take out. Okay, Rage Pog. I forgot my Rampardos is named because it was Desu
R.I.P.
Stinks
Rage.
for a while. R.I.P. Fuck. That
All right,
YouTube title would go crazy. That's about misinformation. Developer dies live on stream. Rest in peace. Yeah. Just a Pokemon name. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach me. What's the strat here?
So you can just do the light screen now.
Okay.
So we just start like the next turn.
Okay. We just start turn 3 or whatever.
Yeah. So that Blissey needs to get skill swapped ASAP. So that's Vincer's job now, is right? Because that Blissey, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have dry skin. That's where we're at.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Correct. The third
Yeah.
Blissey doesn't have dry skin. The fourth one does. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful.
This actually might not work, but let's see what happens.
I believe.
It might be a turn.
Nice job, Vincer. Just go light screen.
We might run into a trick room problem at the end.
I think we got it. This is it. True. Dude, that was one of my best performing YouTube shorts ever. Was the one titled "This developer, this PokeMMO dev, allegedly stinks." Because it was because there was, what happened was, it was one of the mods, one of the PokeMMO staff or whatever, put up a shiny legendary, or whatever, on the GTL. Wait, that was one of the cool. What I forgot about, dude. We don't reminisce on PokeMMO history enough. One of the coolest moments in PokeMMO history was during the Johto PTS, the public test server. So before Johto released, it was like a temporary server that you just go on and play for fun and test things, whatever, right? One of the devs, like as a joke, put up like a shiny legendary, like Ho-Oh, like you couldn't achieve it or whatever in game, for like 2 billion Pokeyen, just to like taunt the players. But they named it Desu Stinks, which is really funny. But then I forgot about this. I should go back and watch the video. This is one of the coolest moments in PokeMMO community history. Obviously, I was the beneficiary of it, but everyone tried to mail as much Pokeyen to me as possible to try to get me to 2 bill so that I could buy the Ho-Oh. And eventually what happened is, so people were like trying to make Pokeyen and mail it to me so I could buy, so a player could own the legendary. And eventually it worked. I think what happened was, I forgot about that. I think the devs ended up, I don't know if they were watching the stream and knew it was happening. They ended up lowering the price during the final, like, whatever hours of the stream, of the event, of the PTS.
Yeah.
That was, I have to go back and rewatch that. That was so cool. That was like one of the coolest community moments, was like everybody coming together. And I was just lucky enough to be like the guy at the time, so like it was just easiest to know my name and send it to me. But it could have been anybody. That was so fucking cool. Like that was a crazy moment. Okay, we're doing a raid, a really hard raid. What am I going Ferrothorn and Ingraining? Okay, yeah, that's my turn 4. Okay.
Check trick room turns.
I think it's 1. Yeah, 1 turn.
Last Blissey doesn't get skill swapped.
Did we just try it? We just play it out still in rain?
Yeah.
I believe.
You probably clicked copycat already, so just play the turn out. So there's another way. Basically there's another way that you can set up where one of the Blissey says skill swap. It takes one less turn, and then you have an extra turn under Trick Room. So in my head, I was like, we might have an extra turn to play with, and then I remembered we don't.
What? I haven't even gotten to this turn yet. What am I still swapping with my Jinx?
You are skill swapping, and you are targeting the Blissey next to you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
so I wasn't sure.
That's an important wrinkle, because at about this time, after this many attempts in our run, I just clicked it on the Suicune out of habit. Kind of like skill swap the alpha, like, and everyone like typed question marks in the chat, and I was like, what happened? And
Everybody
like,
types question marks. Is so real.
Yeah, they're like,
holy shit.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Dude, that's so crazy, Danny. That's so cool. I don't have the shiny Ho-Oh. It was on a public test server, like a temporary server. I have to switch. Oh, I just go Jinx here, right? Wait, no. Is this a eject button? Do I go? Wait.
Yeah, this is where you would have had another sack Pokemon. Yeah, it's scuffed.
Oh,
it's
this
scuffed.
is fucked. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we play it out? You think?
So the third Blissey doesn't have dry skin, so it doesn't get the extra chip heal, and then it's not water immune.
Yeah.
So it's going to be taking.
Since we have 4 Blissies, do you think it's ever possible?
Yours will just start taking big damage from the thrown out effect. Will just do damage to you if you're the last Pokemon. So it's going to die pretty quick.
Okay. I guess we still. So now we go to my. Okay, I got my Jinx now, which is good. So I go to. I try to skill swap the Blissey now, but we're probably gonna lose, right? Is the meme?
Yeah. There's like a world where the AI just misses.
Doesn't hit the Jinx. Yeah.
Jinx. Yeah. So I guess I click it, but.
Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, I think we try it, but sorry, soldiers, if my Jinx goes down.
But yeah, Oso asked earlier if I thought that this was the hardest raid. And I would say, I mean, both 6 stars are incredible in terms of difficulty. This one feels like an interesting challenge, though, in that it's like a sustained fight and not just like a damage race fight. Yeah, it's just gonna. And rain's not even up yet, so those hydro pumps are gonna be doing a lot.
Yeah. Okay, now we FF, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It is cool. I do feel like this is the first sustained raid we've seen for a long time. Like there was a while where like, was it just a Lunar New Year event where like all the raids were like sustained fights? Like it was all like Metagross Iron Defense and stuff was like super good. Like you would just use that for like every like Reuniclus stored power. Like that was just like you use that for every raid.
Yeah.
It's cool to see that, but then it like now it's like all DPS battles and like a little bit like some strategy or whatever, which is cool. But I feel like it's cool to see these return. They're kind of long and annoying, but I think it's cool to see it return. The raid leaves when the event leaves. Yes, this is the perfect example of, I feel like it's fair to say, maybe this is too harsh. I feel like this raid is too hard. Like, I think this raid is probably just flat out too hard. Feel free to disagree, Cav, but like, I don't know. I'm sitting here, like, I have some of the most resources in the game. I'm here with the best, like, PVM, Digachad. But the other question is, the problem with saying it's too hard is it depends what your objective is. If the devs only wanted like very few people to, which also would maybe imply to be correct, they only wanted so few people to beat it, like it to be like the Infernal Cape type of content, because it's so limited and because it's not needed for Jirachi. Like I think that's really interesting. So I think it's fair to say it's possible they just wanted this to be super hard. You could, yeah. So I don't know. I could say this is too hard because look at me with like literal PVM coach, all these resources, and I can go on live stream and be like, okay, can I get 3 like gamers to come help me out? Like I have every resource given to me. It's still taking me like 2 hours. It's still really hard. But the question, like I could say it's too hard, but the question becomes, what's the dev's goal? And I just don't know.
Yeah, I think in the context of when it was released and making it a limited time event, probably like dropping it in the middle of an event like that, like while you have everything else going on, all the other event activities that you may want to do. Yeah. I understand the necessity of adding the OT clause so that you can't just alt spam it. Shout out Danny. Like, even though like the people are still alt spamming it anyway, they're just burning XP candies. Like it's a very, very challenging thing to just kind of throw into one of like probably one of the most chaotic events in terms of just like total activities.
Yeah, being in the middle of the event, like I said, is a lot. Hey Pat, ask Cav if maybe I put in light screen. You don't need to bring your bronze on back. We can start setting up the last Blissey 1 turn beforehand. Does that?
I don't follow it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think we need the light. The light screen's not necessity, right? It's just like a.
You don't need the light screen, yeah.
The light screen's not the problem. It's.
So you could go like sack in a row.
Who would use alts, bro? That's immoral, says the man with 46 Jirachis or whatever. Yeah, good luck, dude. Good luck getting raids done and having time to shunt. Yeah, this is like
no, it's not even.
I kind of don't like that they do the holiday boost at the same time as an event. I feel like that the shiny boost is so exciting and it's so cool and it's so much. It probably should just be its own week once a year if they want to do that. I mean, that's something that they could just take in. It doesn't need to be like my fucking bronze on full HP. God damn it. That could be a thing that they just throw in like the middle of the summer. Like that could be something that you know, I've talked about them like adding something to the summer so it's not all events all at once or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, something. I mean, it feels like the anniversary event is like dead now.
Yeah, I'm copium
on roadmaps, but
yeah. I'm copium to think that it will return. It was my favorite event ever. Was the 10-year anniversary event, but then we missed 11, we missed 12, and then this year's coming
lucky
up on potential.
13.
Yeah, 13. Surely we'll get it back this year. But yeah, it's one of the biggest complaints in Pokemon is just like all dude. It's like a train hitting your face. All the content, like you see like pretty long streaks of no content throughout the. To be fair, it's not usually as bad. Like 2024 was especially egregious because there was literally no up. We had the longest dry streak of updates in not Pokemon history, but like since like 2015 or some shit, like a really long time. But we literally saw like no updates for like 7 to 9 months in which is not like in 2023 we didn't see that. In 2022 we didn't see that. In 2021 we didn't see that. Like it was pretty like that was unique. Yeah, Shiny Wars saved Pokemon in 2024. Yep, I think it was a really big deal. Yeah, for sure. I like the amount of content for Christmas. I feel like it was more manageable compared to Halloween. I almost disagree. As a shunter, it feels like more content to do. Like, I feel like last Halloween there was a lot of content, but I actually like I learned it all and kind of caught up to it within around 3 to 5 days. But I feel like this event, like I'm literally rushing to do Suicune like within the last 48 hours because I'm like so. There was so much to do and so much time or whatever. And for the Twitch Prime, Moheezy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the holiday boost should probably not happen alongside an event. I feel like if you're a shiny hunter, you just really want to take full advantage. It's such a powerful boost. It's so insane. This is.
So we could skip the light screen here. Let's do it. Let's skip the light screen.
Skip the light screen.
You go. What's your bad food takes?
Okay, double sack. Because that's causing us the most problems. Is just okay. Gotcha. That's a cool call. I think I think every single Pokemon event is kind of overwhelming, which isn't a bad thing, but it's a little rough that no fair Zuko. It's a little rough that it's back to back to back. It sucks that it's on October 31st, then December, then January. Like it's just so many giant pieces of content back to back to back. And I wish it was more spread out.
I felt like the events pre-raids felt like a very manageable amount of stuff where it was like scavenger hunt and then boss and now with raids, it's like raids are like their own thing. And I guess, granted the guy who likes raids plays raids, but like that's the only thing that I have time to do. I wouldn't mind doing like the Star Army scavenger hunt, but I'm just grinding the rest of the stuff. So it feels like a lot to me now at this point.
Yeah. And to be fair, I'm not super opposed to just making players acknowledge you can't do everything in an event. I think it's probably fine as well to make players like make sacrifices and make decisions that actually weigh. Because then it adds more weight to the things you did do. Like if you did get an Alpha Suicune during this event, it's like, oh shit, like you really put in a lot of effort for it, right? Really went for it. There's a lot of time left to do.
So you are, I think, Pharaoh now, because it should be Pharaoh Blissey, and we set up the ingrain.
Ferrothorn Ingrain?
Yeah.
Like you said, go Ferrothorn, go Ingrain. Sorry, I'm a little I'm definitely getting... I'm definitely also like... the more attempts you do...
yeah, we'll just do it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, my brain's getting... And I'm not even like making that many of the decisions. I just go Ferrothorn Ingrain.
Yes.
Trick Room, 2 turns remaining. We've got Dry Skin on this, Dry Skin on this. This is copycatting to get ingrained. I feel like I'm starting to understand. I mean, obviously the fight, you're just trying to get Dry Skin and ingrained on everything. It takes me forever to, okay. And for the subs, guys, the gifted sub. Sorry for ignoring the subs. I usually don't ignore them this much, but I'm just really, distracted by this raid. Mohizi for the Prime and Mr. Amba Baraba. That's an awesome. Yo, thank you for the gifted sub over to Bulky Bogan. We got some crazy names in Twitch chat. Okay. Balti Bogan W. Oh, please let this Blissey live. Okay, we dodge a Hydro. Bro, what is happening to 137?
That's just the Blissey. So you get swapped. Wait. You pick with the check button. Oh.
Oh my fucking... Oh my god, what is happening?
Did it just not target you?
What?
This is tough.
Because I need to go to I need to get my Jinx out and get Dry Skin on this, but I can't.
You just get hit here. This is the last Trick Room turn.
I just go for attack.
I think it's shot.
I just go for attack and oh man, that stinks.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Hey yo. Thanks for the sub video. I appreciate that, dude. What's up?
Oh, this feels awful.
This is crazy. Yeah, Vincer go for the soft boil. Good luck, Vincer. Vincer keeps getting fucked, man. I don't know what to do to avoid that.
So that's where the light screen is helpful, is like this exact.
Yeah, dude, I feel like we keep getting exactly fucked in the situation when we like adjust to fix the previous thing. We keep getting... Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Wait, huge.
Yep.
Okay, maybe we're okay. I just have to get my Jinx in safely, right? That's the meme. Wait. Oh, huge light screen. Wait, 147 spin a turn to set up light screen. That's fucking baller. That's good, right? Wait, now I can eject button to Jinx now, right?
You can't, because the Suicune is just gonna slap it.
Are they gonna... Oh, she has 4 attacks left, right?
Yeah. So your only option is Blissey, which is not great.
Or Bronzong.
Or Bronzong.
Does
Probably
Bronzong die
Bronzong.
more? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We have that left. Okay.
You know what's actually cracked?
What's up?
There's a chance that you can... So the real problem that you're going to run into is that the Jinx is ironballed and can't skill swap in time.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. I was going to say you could potentially, if it lived with all that stuff, you could Trick Room again, but...
Oh, that would have been based.
Yeah.
So now I bring in Jinx here, and I have to hope it just, like, dodges. Some weird shit happens.
Yep.
Fuck. This poor Vincer's Blissey. Getting targeted and never getting the dry skin. Okay, I'd always just skill swap the Blissey, right?
Yep.
I hate to say it to people like this, but I feel like you really just have to suck it up and organize a party in the current system. Like social anxiety sucks, and there's so many resources available. It sounds really unempathetic, and I'm not normally that kind of person, but I feel like I don't know. There's an argument as well to make content solo playable, but I don't know. Does everything need to be solo playable? There's a fair argument as well. Like if you, I think it's fine. Okay, I think you have to make a decision to either get over the social anxiety and play with people, or just acknowledge like you can't do the content and that's okay. You know, I think it's totally fine to be like if I wasn't a content creator, it's very very possible I would just be like, you know what? If I wasn't a content creator, I probably wouldn't do Suicune. I'd probably be like, you know what? I don't care enough to do Suicune. I'm just not going to. But I wouldn't like blame the game. I wouldn't say like, oh, like, you know, they should make all content soloable. If you want to have that position, it's fine. But my position would be like, I'm gonna bite the bullet and acknowledge the fact that I can't do this content because of my decision, right? Like it's kind of like I did that a lot with RuneScape. Like I hated questing in RuneScape, and I never said like, oh, it's fucking stupid that you need like to do recipe for disaster to get Barrow's gloves because I blah blah blah. No, I don't like questing, so I'm making the choice to like hurt my account and hurt my progress to like not quest because I value that, right? So I think it's fine to like make that decision, but it's not like the game's fault. It's like you're, you know, is why FF is this fun? Or do we try it? What do we do?
Yeah, just without dry skin.
Switch
So-
to FF.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Damn. Oh, this is brutal. This is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Any adjustments? We just go again, I think.
So I would switch your Blissey out just so you have another Sackmon option, because it got weird right there where you could
That's a
potentially
good
have
call. Yeah.
yeah, like it's nice
Actually
to have
better
that
to have
Blissey,
triple sacked. No.
but yeah, you should only need the two, but we've seen that the third might need to be flexible, so
No, it's a super fair call. Any level 100, right?
pretty much, yeah.
Have any shinies? Let me see. You're running low on level 100 shinies.
2.5 hours in.
Okay,
Merc should be a reliable sack. Yeah, that's a excuse me. Or it needs to be OT if that wasn't OT, but whatever.
Is there? I could go Merc, I guess. Is there a value to bringing?
Merc gets value because of Prankster regardless of Trick Room.
Yeah.
You can click something, but I don't know what.
I'm just gonna. I got the shiny.
Yeah.
We're gonna rock the. Okay, this is reset.
Yeah. So
But
yeah. Usually I'm saying I usually do this right after a long one. I just instantly click a button and forget that we have to forfeit.
yeah. So it's so easy to do that.
Someone was saying in chat that the Lapras strat worked first time for them, and that may be a better strat than this one.
I'm chilling with this.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of people in chat who are just like, it's really easy to watch. We're getting really unlucky. Like we're just getting like a lot of RNG. There's some things we can do to adjust for sure, but like, there's always gonna be people in chat who it's like, oh, you should be doing this, blah 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 blah. But most of the time, it's like it's just easy to backseat with hindsight and yada yada. We're trying to learn in live time and yada yada yada. Some things are good to like. I'm not gonna switch up the whole strat, right? I'm not gonna like hard switch over to. We have the team built. We have the things. We should just
Yeah. I'm just on the eternal like search for whatever is the best way of doing things, and I'm not like, you know, I'm not like a zealot about this one just because it's the one that I happen to make a guide on. Like it's very possible that this one ended up being worse because the link thing happened, and that's easier to set up now, so it could just be better.
The tough thing to I've gone through that with it's a tough thing to deal with as a content creator when you make a strat and then it slowly becomes obsolete due to one thing or another or whatever. But when you're like breaking new stuff, I mean that was me with like Jimmy runs. Like my you know my Jimmy run used to be like really good, but now whenever people ask, I try to always say like, oh yeah, like I think my Jimmy run is now the casual Jimmy run strat, you know, which I like and is cool, and I, you know, but I always try to say like, oh yeah, like, you know, you can. I recommend people just search the Jimmy run strat that works best for you. You know, if you want to do like brain dead stuff, like my strat's pretty chill. You'll make like a really easy 300k per hour, but if you want to put in more effort and have, you know, higher end gameplay, there are advanced runs like yada yada yada. I think it's really important to like, but it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing as a creator to like, you have to change that. 'Cause it used to be like, when people ask for a gym run guide, I used to always say for like maybe even years, I'll say months, but like maybe years, like, oh yeah, I have a video on this, it's the best, like here you go. But that changed. Okay, we go Trick Room. Yeah, the Typhlosion strat still has an audience, which I think is important, but I try to encourage, like, yeah, like this is like I label it as a beginner or lazy man's gym run strat nowadays. I still do that strat because I like it. Like it's I tried learning the High Dragon strat or whatever, like all this, and it was just not fun for me. It made me like I would do like 3 gym runs, and I was like, I don't want to ever do this strat again. The effort wasn't worth the extra Pokeyen. I'd rather just like flip or something. But that a lot of people enjoy it. Like Xanarchy is a really good example. Like he likes the racing and the like the speedrunning elements, which is really cool. Which I get.
Yeah, that hyper optimization.
Yeah, which I super get. I don't care about that for what's it called? For gym runs, but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like the double Typhlosion, even like before you get the Blastoise, is such a natural stepping stone for like the player income.
Yeah.
Because it's like the investment for a Cloyster. I've literally done trainer reruns just to test with like negative IV Cloysters, and you can do it with whatever. So you just need like a level 100 Cloyster.
Yeah.
So that costs almost nothing. Then Typhlosions, it's like 200k. So that's like one trainer rerun. And then now all of a sudden you have both Typhlosions, and then you can then go on to an advanced gym rerun strat if you want to. You don't even have to. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's definitely got its place for sure.
It's really cool that we're getting like progression, like guides like that. It's really cool that we're kind of getting an understanding as players more and more as time passes.
Yeah.
My Bronzong got frozen, so that probably changes. I probably don't go to it for light screen later, right? Or do I still?
You are.
Oh, we just FF. My fucking Bronzong got frozen before it could get the Trick Room off. So we just have to FF. Dude, yeah, this is like...
I've never seen that one before. That's new.
Well, if you were using the Lapras strat, that actually would have avoided... Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, we're just getting some fucking...
Cloak on Bronzong, I guess, and skip the clay.
We're just getting ongered.
This is unlucky.
Hey, that's Patrouski. I always say Patrouski. Like, recently I got I second tried Jirachi and I got Shiny Tangela in the same stream. Suicune had to be a nightmare. It was bound to, something had to give. I'm only ever extremely lucky or extremely unlucky, so RNG had to weigh out. That's okay. This is why Pat should be doing the shuttle strat. It's much more reliable. True. I should get out the shuttle strat. Yeah, this just means longer streams. Like, I need to fucking get this raid done. Yo, people are just gonna start like trolling on purpose. Like, we're just gonna start like to get like a 24-hour stream out of me. That's Giga Brain.
Oops, I misclicked. Oops, we gotta go again.
It's a 6-star dump straight. Yeah, no, yeah, fine. Oh, oops, I missed. Yeah, dude, this raid is tough. Yeah. I don't know how you do this raid. I guess the problem is you don't. I don't think the average player does this raid. Is the meme, which is probably fair. Like,
yeah,
it goes back to our whole discussion of like, it just seems like the devs didn't want the average person to do this raid, which is okay. That makes people upset sometimes when I say that stuff, but like, not every piece of content should be achievable by every player. Like that, it should be earned. You wouldn't want someone to like pick up World of Warcraft and immediately be able to like do endgame raids. Like that's like what's the point? Like, you want to achieve things.
The exact analogy I was going to bring up, where they have like the different difficulty of tiers for the raids, and like most players won't even touch the mythic tier, like the highest tier.
Yeah, raid. I know very little about WoW, but that's the
Mm-hmm.
I got obsessed with WoW Classic. I actually have never really played retail. I played the free trial, and that was like it. But I tried Classic WoW when it came out, and I fell in love with it. The problem is the community sucks. The Classic WoW community might be the most toxic MMO community. Holy crap, it was real bad, but the game is amazing.
Yeah, they WoW players do an absolutely terrible job of welcoming new players into the community.
Yeah.
Is that an FF? The Sableye is alive. I don't know what happened.
I'm not even. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It might have just misclicked. I don't know. What happened to battle log? Let me see. Zapdos. Oh, Zapdos didn't die, I think.
I think that's and then it got switched out.
Yeah, FF. Okay. We've been at this for so long. I'm getting hungry. I need to like We might need to like do a dinner break or something. I'll try to wait. Yeah, no, that was just bad RNG. Once again, there's just so many things like that can go wrong. Like this is an FF, a Swanna. Oh, there's just so many things that can go wrong in this fight. What do battle points do? Battle points are used to buy like certain BP items or BP moves. A really infamous one is you can learn. I think it's extreme speed on Pikachu is one of the most important BP moves for like PvP. So certain moves need like battle points. Like I always stock up on BP because it's better to have I could go this 60, which is not that much or whatever, but like this 66k BP I could go spend it on choice bands and sell them and just make instant profit, but there's just not a reason to like I don't need the Pokeyen that bad. It's better to save it for when you need like moves or I mean, a good example is like Covert Mantle. Like all these new items just came out that are BP items. You go spend it over in where lol. You can go buy in I think it's Nimbasa, the train station in Unova, or the Hoenn Battle Frontier. Yeah, there you go. Oso's got it as well. Yeah, it's not like not having Suicune locks you out of another piece of content or whatever. That's true. It doesn't like snowball. Yeah, you don't like need Suicune to like do, like Alpha Suicune to like do. I don't know if Suicune's used for but even if you did, that's the other whole discussion. Like if you're locked out of the Suicune raid, all you're really locked out of is having an OT Alpha Suicune. You can still get Pokeyen and buy one, right? So you're actually not like, which is way more efficient. Like the only reason to do the Alpha Suicune raid is number one, you enjoy the raid, or number two, you care about collective purposes and having the OT Alpha Suicune, which is what I care about. I like collecting, so I like but like you could just
Is it still unknown whether this is a limited alpha, or have we heard more about that? I haven't really been paying attention.
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's tied to the event. So once the event leaves, Suicune leaves. Or I'm sorry. You're asking whether like it'll return. Like,
it
whether
will return.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. And if it will return in what fashion? Will it return every Christmas? Will it return? Will it not return like alpha starters?
Yep.
Because the alpha starters were a fucking crazy one. Yeah, that's a good question. I just don't know. Sorry to be misunderstand for a sec.
My gut says that this is like we could see like a rotational legendary beast raid like this, where it's just like the Suicune 6-star, the Raikou 6-star, Entei 6-star.
Yeah.
But the alpha thing is the interesting part, that wrinkle, because it doesn't feel like that would be like a regular thing. So.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. The bright side though is when you beat this, you'll have a level 100 OT Pokemon that you can immediately take to Heatran.
Yeah, based.
Yep.
That's nice. PvP players wanting Hidden Ability Legends crying. I feel like PvP players are pretty happy with this event. I don't know about like specifically wanting. They could just buy the Suicune. I don't know if that's the. They don't have to do the raid or whatever. This is a sack turn, right? So I just air lace. Like, just waste my sack mon. Okay. Ooh. If they rotate the dogs, that means no more Alpha Suicunes until Xmas 2027. The other question is like if they do them. It's so weird. I don't know what they'll do. It's so weird because tying Suicune to an event is so weird. Because then it's like, okay, do they plan to tie? Did they just miss the timing? Do they plan to tie another one to the Lunar New Year event? Will there be one tied to the Halloween event next year? Or will they only do, like a dog every year, which is super weird and super slow?
Yeah, this fight existing is easily the biggest curveball of the event for me.
Yeah.
Releasing it randomly on like the 6th day. Or
halfway through.
Day. Yeah. I thought people were trolling. I think it was one of the ones that were released at like 3 a.m. and I only saw like a couple messages about Suicune. And I was like, that must have been like a global chat meme.
Yeah. Oh no, that's fair, Kev. It's more that if it's limited and the only way to get access to hidden ability, future PvP players, whatever. True, good point. Like you're saying, the price would get out of hand. I see what you're saying. I don't think Suicune is hidden ability good. I don't even know if it is.
What is it? Inner focus?
Yeah, it's not actually the. Can't flinch. I just don't know if it's that good. Pressure's not that good either, to be fair. Pressure can be good, but it's probably better as a Stallermon, right? So I don't know. I just don't know if Inner Focus is that It's not. It could be more usable. I don't know. Over like, I just don't know.
That was the first sack. So this is where we can either skip. We can do another sack and skip the light screen.
My Bronzong's at 57%. Do you think I should just set the light screen, or do you think it's not worth risking the RNG?
I would say don't risk the RNG.
Okay, just sack.
Yeah, double check though that this is. Yeah, whatever.
I think this is the right turn.
Yeah,
no, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Jinx and then Blissey and Grain next turn.
Maybe, probably anything to skip RNG right now is probably ideal.
Yeah, minimize.
Yeah, I mean that's something that I talk about all the sometimes like if you just get fucked over and over and over again or whatever, it is just best to live your life in a way or make certain decisions that that like do as little rolls as possible.
Yeah, Melted could light screen here.
Yeah, light screen here. Yeah, okay, good call.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, beautiful. Nice work, fellas. Inner focus also blocks intimidate drops. I don't think that matters for Suicune though, right? Could be wrong.
All right, we get the sack off.
Well, I'm sorry. No, you're actually right. Some Suicune sets do go curse extreme speed. Is that a meme though? I don't know if that's like the most. I'd assume I'm not a PvP player, right? I'd assume the most common set is Scald, Tanky, Memers. But let's do. You can go the. Yeah, the most common set's probably like Tanky, Scald, Memers. But I guess you can go. What's it called? Referring to N10. Gotcha. Curse E. Yeah, Curse E speed's a meme. Hey, I love my meme sets though. Okay, so this is turn 4. I go Ferrothorn Ingrain, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let Vincer's Blissey get the Ingrain, copycat it, and then go Jinx to skill swap. Okay. Are we actually gonna get it, boys? What do we think?
Fingers crossed.
Oh, 2 hours and 11 minutes in. If it took Cav an hour and a half, I think this is a respectable time. 2.5, add an extra hour to it. I think it's respectable. Zapdos getting static would be pretty interesting. I kind of love static and flame body as abilities in PvP. I think some people don't like it, which I get. I think there's such a cool strategic element of specifically switching in, like those micro things of switching in static or flame body mons into physical attacks of certain switches to fish for that. I don't know. I think switching to fish for that proc is really interesting. Okay, light screen setup. Cool. Honestly, that light screen is probably great because it'll hopefully help Vincer's Chansey not get turbo focused.
Yeah.
Okay, I get eject button there. Fuck.
So you need to go to your last
So I just
sack.
go to my
This is
sack?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why we got the 3 sacks. Okay.
Yes.
It's so
So
funny
we
that
just
just
need
having...
Suicune to clap it.
That should clap it.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't target me. Fuck.
No, it's Suicune
Okay.
hasn't moved yet. There it goes.
Wait. Okay. Ooh, the freeze again had me scared for a sec, but it wouldn't matter really. Okay. Whew, okay, I think we might have done it, fellas. No, I don't want to speak too soon. No crits.
Yeah.
Chill. Relax. Okay. We're fine. Okay. I go Jinx. I skill swap Vincer's Blissey, 137.
Mm-hmm.
And then we boon to the moon. Okay.
Yeah, then it's kind of a free for all.
We still could fuck up if like crits happen in a weird way, right? Or we don't soft boil. So we have to be really careful with our soft boils, right?
Yeah. But the whole point of doing this strategy the way that I did it is once you get here, it is
really hard
it's really hard to get screwed over because we were doing it without light screen and captivate at first, and that's where one of our runs failed. And then once we started getting the captivates rolling to keep the boss damage down, it was like, oh, we can't die now. Then it was like way less sketchy.
Okay. All right, this is literally the first. It took 2 hours and 14 minutes. This is the first time I've ever gotten dry skin off on this Blissey. Poor Vincer has been fighting for his life. This man has not had access to dry skin the entire time.
So, and we have light screen up. We should get some Captivates off.
A freeze would suck, I guess. But no, we can't do it. Yeah, mantle. Okay, yeah. What? So do I just go Ferrothorn here and just like Leech Seed or something and just like be annoying?
I would Ingrain and then Leech Seed.
Okay.
And you could stay up like indefinitely.
Oh, based. Okay, sick.
Or you could. I don't know what would be better there because you'll get switched into Bronzong and then eventually come back out. It's like it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, so yeah, it's basically the Blissey's just as typical. The Blissey's just carry me here, right? That's the meme.
Yeah.
Okay, take it, Chad.
Yeah, but they couldn't do it without you.
I'm glad I could be the support utility player. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone said it would need like 3 crits to be a problem. Yeah, this is doing so little damage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So is there a percentage? Is there an HP the Blissies should like always soft boil at, or what's the recommended? Is it just like below 50?
Yeah, below 50 is probably good, but you'll see that once the rain goes off and you get both the dry skin and the Captivate here is big, so do way less damage next time. Once you get both of those like chip heals or those like kind of sustain heals going off, it really mitigates a lot. Okay. Yeah.
This is such a crazy strat.
Mm-hmm. So which one is the Captivate Blissey?
I think it's 137 or 147. Let me see.
If it's 147 can just 137. Okay. Because basically on the turn that the 147, if like both damage ones have to heal, they both might as well just click soft boiled. Should
we wait a sec here?
They clicked anyway. It really is. This is like micro level of optimization. If you have a wasted turn, it's not a big deal. The whole idea is you kind of live forever. Did you get Leech yet?
No.
Leech definitely then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Double check.
147 should just probably heal anyway. Let's just be very safe.
Yeah. I like that. Okay.
We don't have rain yet, so.
Anyone think this strat will be repeatable, or the devs make sure another raid won't lose to it? I doubt. This is so specific to like Suicune, I feel like, or maybe like a bulky water. Do you think there's like another? I feel like this is so specific to Suicune. I don't think this strat would be used against another thing, but I feel like I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's like a very weak attacking type, so it's like that you can kind of do all this crazy stuff just to set up. Yeah. Whereas like if you tried this on Heatran, you would just get clapped.
Yeah. Kyogre raid, I would assume, I could be wrong, I would assume Kyogre would do too much damage. You wouldn't be able to like defensively set up like this. Where I feel like Suicune is like bulky, doesn't do that much damage. This is why you're able to like kind of get away with this silly willy long setup.
And we're in rain. We're safe.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm so dumb. Dry skin also heals you in rain, not just water type moves. Right? Yeah. That's the okay, gotcha. That's okay. I hadn't visually seen it, so it's really hard for my brain to
Yeah, now you're gonna see it, and the heal is just, it's so satisfying once you get here, because it's just like you're like, oh, damage, who cares?
Boys, we made it. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Cav. We have to sit here for the next, we're still here for 20 minutes, but dude, thank you so much. At this point we can just ramble, right, and talk about whatever we want to. If you want to stick around, if you wanted to peace out, I'd understand, because this is going to be so long until I don't know if there's any mistakes we could make from this point, but
basically the main thing that you want to consider here is that Captivate has 20 PP, and so like you can't hit it every turn, but you don't want to like let it miss that many.
Yeah. Should I ever toxic here?
You could. The Captivate Blissey might have toxic, but I would just click Bullet Seed.
Okay. I just do like 1% damage. So I just I don't know what's more I just don't know.
Yes. So what's the Captivate Blissey's move set?
Good question.
If it has toxic, it can click toxic. If it doesn't, I do have toxic.
That just said I do have toxic. Yeah.
Yeah. So then that Blissey clicks toxic here, and we're doing big damage. Huge
Beautiful.
DPS. Unless there's not Captivate up, but like you can go a turn without having Captivate up. If light
Nice job,
screen's up.
gamers.
What are our light screen turns?
4 it said, I think. Or
Okay.
4. Wait,
So-
4 elapsed. So it's 3 remaining or whatever. Or wait, is it 4 remaining? Did I set? Wait.
No, I think it was the Blissey that did.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We're probably out in a sec, right?
Oh, you lived on 7. I think Suicune still has one more move though.
It's fine if I die because I can go to.
Yeah.
I can go set light screen right on my.
Yeah. Unfortunate. That could work out perfectly. You might not live to do it, but that actually showcased a pretty interesting raid mechanic. The boss has a speed decay between its actions. So it went 1, 2, 3, and then the Golduck was faster than its 4th move. So then Golduck moved, and then the boss moved. So it was just like a really niche mechanic. That, yeah.
That's cool. Oof. If Toss and Psywave aren't PP'd, it's game over. Don't tell me this. Don't you dare say this.
It's not.
I'm from Brazil. I played a little bit ago. Yo, what's up? You're welcome, man. What were you saying?
What's Psywave? Psywave is what, like 20?
I think it's 15 naturally, and PP Max is 24.
24. Ooh.
We struggle it to death. Are we all PP maxed? Let me check. We're all PP maxed, right, guys? Copium. Both of them are PP maxed. I asked. Okay, so we literally should be. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
That was a little scared. Did my light screen not get off? Yeah, I don't think so. I got hydro pumped to the moon.
That's fine.
So I'm dead.
Yep.
Hopefully, hey, good luck, team. Thank you all so much. Why are there 3 Blissies? This is peak PVM.
Yeah.
High tier content. All right. Well, you guys, hey, Patrouski getting carried as per usual. I'm gonna cozy up, sit back, and enjoy the ride. I might go grab. I'm starving. I might go grab a snack or something like a glizzy. Do you want to? There's no wrong answer.
I'll take over stream.
Stick around. Okay, hell yeah. Thank you. You stick around. Okay. Yeah. You entertain entertain the gremlins if you want. Is that you want to do that?
Yeah. Danny asked me a question before. I can yap about raid stuff. I haven't been able to stream at all, so it's just like I was getting the itch a little bit. So
okay,
this is perfect.
I'll just be right back. You entertain the gremlins. I'm gonna go grab a glizzy or something.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Great.
Thank you, King.
As far as the if y'all in the fight are still listening, basically you just want to make sure that on the turn that light screen doesn't happen, you want to have a Captivate up just because you can get like scary focused. So it's like you have no damage mitigation at that point, and if you get like crit, I guess crits don't matter if there's no mitigation. But if you just like take a bunch of damage and then a crit happens the next turn, you could get like just nuked. So like try to line up to make sure that you Captivate the turn before you have the light screen, and then on the turns that you light screen, you can't really do damage. So it's like you could line up a light screen and a heal. Those are the only things you really have to think about for the rest of the battle. But yeah, chat, what's up? Danny asked before about like the speed decay stat. I haven't really done that much like specific research on it, but it seems to be like roughly a 10 raw stat decay. Because I think I saw, depending on what the ads go, it's usually like 2 moves happen and then an ad with like 20 less IV or 20 less raw stat goes, and then like the 3rd move will go. Hey Kev, what should I breed for the Heatran raid? I would say Suicune or Kingdra as like your AV mon. You definitely need a Medicham and a Heracross regardless, and they're really good for all of like a ton of raids. So definitely make those. Yeah, Kev said Adamant, Medicham, Adamant, Heracross. Those are great. I would, the Politoed you could buy, and then you could go with like an OT Melodic or an OT Rotom Wash. Though breeding Rotom Wash is kind of a pain. Let me double check that we're still good over here. Yeah, we're looking good as far as the fight goes. We'll just have to watch out for Captivate PP now. We'll just kind of estimate how many turns we have left. But you do need a lot of those side waves to happen. Try to keep this family friendly just because of I think this is turning into a YouTube video. CS or Valorant? I played thousands of hours of CS, but this was like before competitive CS was a thing. I surfed and I played zombies and stuff. So I'm a CS guy. And then I played Overwatch, and I feel like Valorant sits in the middle of like Overwatch and CS. So I just never really bought into it. CS surfing? Yeah, I love surfing. That's like one of my favorite game mods of all time. One thing that's interesting, chat, that I've been thinking about, they're probably going to rotate the Lunar New Year raids. And if that happens, what does that do to all of the prices of things that were already released? So, like, let's say Ampharos doesn't come back, and then has Ampharos existed as an alpha yet? Because I don't think it's been a catchable alpha. So it's like there's interesting situations like that where like you could speculate a lot on the different raid bosses if they don't come back as raid bosses for the next event. It'll be really interesting because we're probably not getting the same event. If Moldbreaker Excadrill doesn't return, yeah. Like that, I don't think there's a world where Excadrill is not one of them. Or it comes back as like a ball drop or something. If Tangrowth doesn't come back, oh man, yeah, like all of that stuff. So there's, what else was there in that? I don't think there were, like, Gyarados is another one, which has traditionally been a Lunar New Year one. Moxie Gyarados is big. Mysterious Balls can mitigate like a lot of the supply problem if they just make them Mysterious Ball drops. But yeah, I'm super excited for the Lunar New Year event just to see how they kind of approach it. I think we're getting all new raid bosses just because that was like the intro to raids thing, and they're just going to make the mechanics more challenging now that we've done a couple. But it'll be the first time we get repeats. It's the first event that we'll see a new set of raids. So it'll be cool to kind of see where the developers want to take the feature as like what do they want to do with it year over year. It has to be balls, otherwise raids get boring. Yeah, I could see that. The counter argument there for me would be like they could do like another Suicune type thing, or just release like the raid feature permanently, and that comes with a bunch of stuff. So if they had to like focus a lot of their development hours towards making new things, and then they just say for this year it's fine, there'll be like intra raid content part of the event, and then we're releasing all of this other stuff with it that we have to spend this time on. We're keeping this the same, and then we're working on this stuff. Like there's a world that happens. Hi, Cav, longtime viewer, first time chatter, big fan of your videos. Oh, thank you, Rumel45. That's super kind of you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Cav, do you do much PvP? Not really. I have like a couple PvP teams I've made that are super budget. If the link people also need to ask me a question, he didn't leave link chat up, so you can just ask in chat, and then I can say there. But like I have Smurf HO, and then like one of Adinio's teams that I just built because I thought it looked pretty fun. You think he'll be around to carry me through this raid tomorrow? I could probably do Jirachi, potentially. I have to see what my tomorrow looks like work-wise. Everyone, it's Cav's birthday. Make sure to drop your Prime subs as a present for him. Yeah, drop your Prime subs in this exact channel.
No, wait, no, we need the Cav link. Wait a minute. Wait, where's the Go Prime sub? Over to Cav.
I don't think I have sub set up yet. I think I tried to, and I thought I did it, and then it just didn't happen.
What the fuck? Wait, how is that? Wait, what? That's crazy.
I probably like went through the process. Like I hit the all the goals, whatever they are for that.
Yeah, the
whatever that
affiliate
milestone
thing.
is.
Yeah, it's
Affiliate, yeah. And then I think I like went to go do it, and I probably got distracted and didn't do it, and thought I did. That one of those.
Fair. Fair. How's the fight going? I was
Pretty good. I kind of stopped paying attention to it too.
That's
no,
fair.
they're doing fine. They haven't. I can't wait. You're still doing Suicune. Tom's back. They haven't had many issues. We're down to 50% now, which is good. I really haven't dipped below like 2/3 health, so we're chilling.
Gotcha. I was just down in a glizzy and some honey barbecue chips faster than I could breathe. Trying to get something. Yeah.
I had like barbecue chips basically for lunch.
I love barbecue's like my favorite. I didn't love it growing up, but as I've grown up, barbecue and honey are just my two favorite like condiments.
They're great. I'm from the New York area, and I worked with someone from Chicago, and it's honey on crust is a thing there.
Honey on crust. Like, what does that mean?
So like you finish your slice of pizza, and then you just have crust left, and then you take like spicy honey or regular honey and just drizzle it on the crust.
Yes, hot honey on pizza is very much. That's popping up a lot more. You'll see that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, that's sacrilege. And then I tried it. I was like, okay, this is pretty good, especially if the crust is bad. I was living on the West Coast at the time, so pizza wasn't that great in general. Wow. So it's like, yeah, sure. Just
are you? Wait, this is the. Wait, do you know my? Wait, I don't even. Are you a New York pizza guy?
What's that?
Are you a New York pizza guy?
I am, but I'm not like a militant. Like this is the best pizza. Like I'll rib people about it, but
fair. No, this is like my number one. This might be my most. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I still eat Domino's. That's like I'm cool with like the casual pizza chains.
Domino's is a banger.
Yeah.
One of my like hottest fucking takes. I feel like some of the most hate I get is because I really, and like it's still pizza. It's good, but like I think New York style pizza is my least favorite pizza. I think it's so bland. I think it's too simple. I don't like the crust. It's all like whatever. I think the crust is like one of the most important parts on a pizza. Like I love Chicago deep dish. I really like Detroit style, like the the crispy edges, like I'm a big fan of Detroit or Chicago style, either of those deep dishes or whatever, or just pan or whatever. The New York style where it's like thin crust but not thin crust. I'm not a fan, but maybe I just need to go. What's the meme? The New York water. I just have to go get the. I haven't had New York pizza in New York, but I've had plenty of like. I'm really lucky. I live in a nice area. We have tons of amazing restaurants. I don't like the argument of, oh, you have to go to a place to have the. You should go to a place from someone who's from that place. There's plenty of people from New York who have New York pizza places around here, right? That's the big. Yeah. Or like same with like Chicago. Same with like I'm really lucky. I'm in a really good area with a lot of good restaurants.
Here.
But yeah.
The difference I would say is just the average pizza place here is better than the average somewhere else, like leagues better.
Yeah,
but it's
that's
not
probably
like,
super true. Yeah,
you're not going to come here and like, you're not going to try a corner shop slice here and then be like, this is the best pizza I've ever had. But you could go to literally any corner shop and it would be like, this is definitely really good pizza.
Yeah. That's okay. That is the most based New York take I've ever. I feel like every New York person acts like any pizza slice in New York is like better than. I'm like, dude, come on. That's a good take. Good take. Measured take.
Yeah, I try to be measured. But I also was converted on pineapple on pizza, so that might be like one of my bad food takes.
Oh no, I'm a bad as being like convert. Like you like pineapple on pizza?
I do, yeah.
Oh, pineapple belongs on pizza. It's fucking amazing. Oh no, like that is you've been converted to a good take. Now,
well, that's no, it's a bad take. Is because you say it's a good take.
Now, I am measured on the pineapple one. Is like if someone told me they didn't like it, I'd be like, I totally understand. Not everybody wants like not everybody likes combining sweet and savory, and not everybody wants to combine wet and not dry, but like wet and not like the pineapple bite is usually pretty. It's a moist. It's like a little popper, like a little explosion, right?
Yeah,
I like that. Not everybody likes that, which I understand. I totally get that. If someone told me they hated pineapple on pizza, I'd be like, I super get it. But I think it's so good. You have to understand why it could be good. Another one is like apple on pizza. Apple on pizza is super good if you get it done well, like thinly sliced apple.
I could see that.
But I think someone did. I feel like fruit on pizza can work. Like I just like sweet. Also, okay, this is, I will acknowledge, this is probably a bad pizza take, but this is a personal flavor preference. My favorite pizzas are non-marinara pizza sauces. So I like prefer like a barbecue sauce pizza, or like an Alfredo or a ranch, or anything that isn't anything, or like a buffalo, anything that isn't a marinara pizza. I usually prefer more.
They can be really good, yeah.
Yeah, but I prefer it more than marinara, which is probably a little unhinged. That's probably like, I think, yeah, which is fair. I'll acknowledge it's not a good take.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a taste at that point. And
yeah, that's a
that
personal
could be, like,
preference.
The sauce, like the red sauce, is like a very particular thing, like store to store, shop to shop. So like, if you just don't like it at one, I live in New York City proper, and there are like 4 pizza places within like 100 feet of me, and I'm not joking. And all 4 of them, I have a slice that is better at those.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really super dependent. And
super get that.
Some I don't like the red sauce there, and I get like the chicken bacon ranch, or like
based.
a vodka sauce.
Vodka sauce is so underrated. That vodka sauce on a pizza or just on pasta, holy fuck. I actually did not think I would be that much of a, I don't know, it sounds dumb, but such a small percent actually changes the flavor so drastically. It's so good. Oh my god. I actually do love a vodka sauce. I did not think I would. It makes no sense kind of intuitively. Like, oh, you know, the liquor that's supposed to be tasteless and flavorless, and that's like when that's a sign of it being good. Oh, you want to add that to a food? Like, why the fuck? Like, but no, vodka sauce is actually so good.
Yeah, I don't know how that makes sense, but it does.
And I'm also like a fan. Like, I am a big advocate of like, I think bitter as a flavor to me is a personal preference thing. Bitter to me is a bad flavor. Like, when I always hear like people will add like bitters to cocktails, or like certain things to make something, like, oh, that's too sweet, let me like bitter it. My brain is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you want to make something more bitter? Like, to me, bitter is just a bad flavor. Like, you would never want to balance something out. Something can't be too sweet, kind of. But what was the point I was trying to make? Something, but yeah. Go ahead.
I view bitters just as like you shouldn't really taste them. It's kind of like salt and pepper on like your cocktail. It just adds a little something, and you don't really know it, but like it just changes it slightly.
I get that. Alert, Pat, don't
get DC'd for AFK.
I don't know how to prevent that. Should I type?
Yeah, type something.
Yeah. Okay, I can't move my character. That's honestly not a bad call. That's hilarious that's a problem. I could get fucking AFK to this raid. Did I get a warning or something? That'd be crazy.
I don't know, but Oso said.
Good call. Get bonked chat. That'd be hilarious.
Real quick, you should also check the pinned message.
Yo, Pat, I would log out and reconnect. Do I really have to? Holy shit. Okay, I'll do that real quick. I should log out and reconnect?
Really?
Is that gonna fuck me up? That's from Jedge. That's why I would log out and reconnect every 5 minutes. I'm just so scared to. It worked for me. I'm so scared to get logged out and get trolled. There's no way Jedge would troll me, right?
I know that typing. I know for a fact that typing resets your AFK timer.
Okay, maybe that's just okay.
Yeah.
I just type, so maybe that's fine. Well, yeah. If I get a warning, I haven't seen a warning yet.
Yeah. One little hack that you can do is, I forget what the exact message is, but the warning text you can set as a chat alert so that you get the audio cue with the alert. Let me see if I can find it.
I definitely don't. I'm gonna type. Don't AFK me, nerds. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, there you go. But when during the Lunar New Year, when you couldn't catch Shaman on the what's it called, February 29th, I was gonna AFK for like, I don't know, like 8 hours until you could like catch it at midnight.
That was a big deal. That was a cool
I was figuring that out, and then they changed it so you could still catch like the day after. So I've got my leap year Shaman.
Yes, for those who don't know, I was gonna say, for those who don't know, you could like catch Shaman on the leap year date or something. Like, there was something weird. It was February 29th, right? Like you said, like it was like
yep.
The timing, that's such a fun, another PokeMMO fun fact of like, it lined up in such a way that year, the Lunar New Year, the first ever Lunar New Year event that brought a legendary into PokeMMO, also just so happened to be on a leap year. And also that Lunar New Year was in late February. Like this year, Lunar New Year changes every year from my understanding, the Chinese New Year or whatever. Like this year it's on January 29th. January 29th versus like on that year. So I don't, it's just so crazy. I think it's so fucking interesting. Like so many things had to happen for you to possibly even get a chance at catching a leap year shaman. For those who did that, it's so based.
Yeah, that's one for the collection. Won't be selling that one.
Yeah, there's so many cool Pokemon. I need to like make a list maybe. That'd be a cool video. There's so many cool Pokemon like that that just get like, it's very cool in the moment, they get forgotten about. Like no OT what's it called? No
OT, like Christmas mons they got.
Yeah, like the Cubchoo and the Cryogonals. Yeah, I have a few of those. Like that was really cool. I
have a Safari Cot Typhlosion.
Yeah, it's wow. I wouldn't even think about that as being that, but no, having yes, that's cool. Because now Cyndaquil's out of when Pokemon changed locations like that, that's a big deal. What games did you play before PokeMMO?
There's a game called Conqueror's Blade that I was like one of the best players in the world at. I got like second place in the like US championship on one of the tournaments.
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy.
And so yeah, I hard grinded that game. It's a really small community, so it's like not that impressive that I was like very good at it. Like small fish or big fish, small pond.
No, but that's amazing. That was to be that good at anything is crazy. I know of it. I never played it, but I know of Conqueror's Blade.
It's a really interesting game. The gameplay loop like really hooked me because it's like RTS kind of MOBA or like ARPG combo.
Yeah.
And it's really fun, but like the developers are Chinese and then the publisher was Russian at the time. And so the publisher was like not great and the servers they used were terrible, but supposedly it's a lot better right now. I just don't have a computer that can run it. Otherwise I'd be playing it a bit too.
Fair. Damn.
Chat's mad at you because you're not helping your raid members out.
Okay, I'm fucking dead. Come on, what do you want me to do, boys? I clicked all my moves. I followed the guide. I did everything I could. I did what I could do, boys. Okay, did what I could do. Had his 96 mil and is too rich to use a revive. Yeah, I'm just being lazy. I just don't want to revive. Yeah. Imagine if you could. Yeah.
I watch you, Mr. Streamer.
Fucking do something. Fucking do something is really funny. Those how long have you been like on Twitch, Kev?
I went live the first time last Lunar New Year event. And that was just like my YouTube blew up from the red refight guides.
Yes,
and then I got like a decent following, and then it blew up again from the Lunar New Year event. That was just like kind of, I didn't really have a plan going into it because I didn't know raids were existing, and then I was up late doing the raid, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty easy way to beat Lopunny, and I just put a video out. And like if you go back and watch that video, I'm like very clearly whispering in the middle of the night.
Fuck.
And then
I really remember. Yeah,
and then I just made a bunch more, and then I went live at the end of it. Yep.
That's awesome.
Stream title: Cav interview. Yeah, really.
The video title is gonna be Patrouski yaps with Cav while doing Suicune for 3 hours.
Yeah,
that's the meme. That's crazy. So wow, okay, so you're like top 1% at Conqueror's Blade. Not even you're like ranked 1 or 2. You said you like won like a giant tournament.
You're in a team of 15. So that's like I was on the best team in North America. I wouldn't say I would not even close to the best player on that team, but I was like the good team player on that team.
That's
a little like on the ground shot calling kind of stuff. And then that's
amazing. That
was my COVID game. Yeah.
That's really fucking cool. So I think it's really cool when you see someone be good at multiple things across, like, so you've been good at really, that's insane to be on the best team. Conqueror's Blade, you've been really good at PokeMMO PvM. Is there anything else you've been really good at? Like
there's a game called Hacksball.
I don't know if I know
it was a Flash like 2D soccer game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was definitely a top 10 player in the world at one time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there was like a North American league, and I won multiple championships in that league playing different positions.
Wow, I don't know this game. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I played
really
Lucio
fun.
Ball on Overwatch. That was about the
Lucio Ball is really comparable.
Yeah.
It's just 3D.
Yeah.
It's like almost a solved game because it's like you're just dots moving around a field. For if anyone's not going to check,
Yeah.
you're just like dots moving around a soccer field.
Like a
and there's
solved
ball,
game,
and
but
you
it's still like a
kick.
mechanical. Like you still have to like not overstep. I don't know. With soccer, this is how I felt with playing Lucio Ball. Was like there's just so much judgment. There's so much judgment.
Yeah.
On when should you overextend from the goal? When should you, like when do you overextend? Like what angle do you take? That's the boring answer, right? Like there's so much.
Yeah.
That's how I felt playing Lucio Ball. Was like when do I take what angle?
Exactly. Just kind of positioning, and then some mechanical interest in terms of like, I think you could throw the ball off the wall in Lucio Ball, right?
Yeah, you can like bounce a little bit. Yeah, it's not like you can do a little. It's not like anything crazy, but you can do like it's not like Rocket League where you like get super up there. I don't think, but I mostly played I was like a goalie one trick. I got like Masters Lucio Ball, goalie one trick.
Yeah, I was in Hacksball. I was a goalie and a midfielder, so I played both.
Nice,
which is a rarity.
Yeah, I feel like I don't play like any. Growing up, I didn't play much net sports or whatever, like hockey or soccer or whatever. But I feel like if I did, I would have loved it. Goalie is such a fucking cool position to me. I love because I feel like theoretically, like if you get good enough at goalie, you can just win. Like theoretically, if you are the perfect goalie, you can stop them from literally ever scoring pretty much. But obviously, it's like it's like unlikely. It's like impossible. Like there people be practicing to get those angles or whatever. How's the Suicune raid? It's pretty good. So we've been here for 3 hours. We're about to get it soon.
It's good that it's relaxed now, and that was the whole point of getting all this stuff and the complicated setup.
Lacrosse goalies are psychos. Yeah, lacrosse is actually lacrosse was big in Maryland growing up. I had a lot of friends who played like lacrosse, like college lacrosse, and like lacrosse is taken pretty seriously in Maryland. Lacrosse is psycho. Lacrosse balls are insane. The amount of kids that would come to school with like giant fucking welts on their like legs, like I got hit yesterday at practice. Like it was like this giant bruise. They're insane.
Yeah, lacrosse is pretty big in Jersey where I grew up, but it's not like Maryland big. But I grew up in a very big lacrosse town.
Yeah, that's crazy. I sucked at lacrosse.
Very familiar with the sport. Yeah,
I was not good at lacrosse. I was good at a lot of sports. I was good at like football and basketball and baseball, and lucky I was pretty naturally athletic until I hit 6th grade, and then I started playing video games 24/7.
Yep.
Oh, there it goes. Well, I was still pretty athletic for a long time after that, but I just stopped playing as much. I've read, people keep saying to read the Twitch chat pinned message. The pinned message is New York pizza gets better after slice 280, which is a reference to One Piece. Yes, I have read the message. I don't know what to say besides lol. Like I don't know. Yes, boys, I will keep eating New York pizza, okay? I will keep trying.
That's a combo on Pat Bingo. You can mark your New York pizza
you can mark your New York
and your One Piece. Yep.
True. Yeah. Suicune is bored to death, literally. Yes, you bore the Pokemon to death.
We're PP sawing Suicune at this point.
Wait, is that what's happening?
No, they don't. The raid bosses don't have PP.
I think we are struggling on our PP a little bit. Both his attack, to be honest, and copycat. Oh, that's kind of smart.
It doesn't matter. Oh, are we out of?
I think we're low on like seismic toss and stuff. PP. So the strat is to let the fastest one attack and then have the other person copycat their attack. Is that right? Is that it's kind of based?
You have the alternating thing going on, so it doesn't really. You're still gonna have one do nothing. So we'll see what the third clicked here.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It's very interesting though. It's a cool option.
Yeah. It's so low at this point that it's not that huge of an issue.
Seismic toss 2%.
Kev in the chat is this is very true. He said copycat only works at the fastest bliss. He uses it to copy surf ice beam. So that would be. We don't know which one's the fastest, but it's basically.
Let's see if it. Okay. As long as they have. Okay, as long as we have like any people, we just need one more turn, right? So as long as we have any.
We have toxic that'll chip it down. Like we're chilling.
Okay. There's no way. Part of me is like worrying over here. Like after 3 hours, are we cooked, boys? This would be the most Patrouski luck, like most fucking streamer luck thing to like. Okay, no, we got that should literally be it. Okay, to literally get it to 2.1% and then lose would be insane. That it would be so ridiculous. Barely succeed. Yeah. Dude, shout out to my fucking team. Shout out to you guys. I just got to sit here and meme with Cav for like the last 20 minutes of this fight.
Planned.
Yeah. Planned out.
Yeah. That was my strategy to give you this easy roll. Yeah. And give myself spotlight.
True. You were just fucked.
I just hijacked the whole thing.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. Do you have a raid you're most looking forward to? It's not a very interesting. I'm trying to think of like.
I really want them. I'll release this prediction here. I was talking about it in Team Discord, but this is my cold hard lock. Not really, but like, I think we're gonna get a Giratina raid.
Wait, we sized
at some point
the
soon.
gold duck.
Oh no!
Wait, what happened?
That was the copycat. I bet.
Okay, copycat. You seismic toss. Wait, that's amazing. Wait,
Yeah,
that's funny.
Throwing for content at the boss is like 0.1%. It dies with the toxic tank.
Woo! There it is, boys. He just wanted to show off a little, wanted to flex a little. Oh my goodness. Woo! Well, Patrouski, the first episode of the Patrouski Cav podcast is a success. Fuck, I'm just kidding. Holy shoot, boys. I think we throw this in the love ball because we love this Pokemon for everything it put us through. Dude, thank you to Vincer. Thank you to Melted Ice Cream. Thank you to Master Difficulty. You guys were an amazing link. Like, obviously, we all made mistakes. We all try to improve. I think you guys did a fucking great job. Your patience, the ability to stick around. Also, like, the ability for us all to stick around for like 3 hours or so. That was kind of unlikely. The fact that everybody could actually stick around for that, like, is amazing. Oh, I'll take these IVs. 31 defense, 31 defense. This is totally mild. This is like actually really good IVs. I'm only missing HP. Wait, these IVs are actually fucking cracked.
Yeah, you're set.
Holy shit.
And it's mild.
Yeah. That's actually like that's so good.
Yep.
Oh,
that's heat train ready.
What a dude, I'm exhausted. Holy guacker moly, boys. Well, I want to say thank you. Dude, shout out to Cav. Thank you so much for being here, for joining us today. For help. I don't know how the average the average player doesn't do this. I don't know how I would have done this without you. I don't think I could have done this without the coaching. I'm serious. Like this would have been like totally. You gave me 3 hours of your time. Everybody had 3 hours. Like this was. Oh man.
I'm honestly happy to help, and all the shout outs you've given me, like super appreciated. And this is like the least I could do to pay that back. So really, it's really appreciated on my end.
The pay it back is you just make good PokeMMO content. That's the. I try to always shout out up and coming creators. Not that you're up, smaller creators than just me or whatever that deserve that I think are underrated. I think you have way too few subs for the content you're putting out. So if that's not a message, go sub to Cav. Okay, link will be in the description. Thank you again. This was not possible without you. Check out Cav. He'll be linked in the description. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Sub, all that jazz. Just go sub to Cav. Honestly, fuck my outro. Go sub to Cav. Good luck on your Suicune, because this is a nightmare. I don't know how this is possible. This is insane. This was insane. Ridiculous. If you got it, you should feel accomplished and achieved, because it's not easy. Nice work to the Pokemon community. Hell yeah.